देवा तूची गणेशु सकलार्थ मति प्रकाशु म्हणे निवृत्तिदासु अवधारी गोदी गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Please take your seats. Light is the symbol of truth, knowledge and positivity. Hoping that our futures are full of it, I would like to request all our honorable dignitaries to please come forward for the lighting of the lamp to commemorate the thought as well as the ceremony.
With our hearts filled with love, peace, and gratitude, I would like to invite Dr. B.S. Kuchikar Sir, Advisor and Senior Professor, School of Pharmacy and MSc Clinical Psychology, MITWPU, for the welcome address.
Good afternoon, chief guest of today's induction program, Honorable Mohan Nair sir, Group CEO, Lokmanya Hospitals Private Limited, Pune. Guest of honor, Honorable Rishi Jagmohan Singh, Vice President and Global Head L&D Learning and Development, OCAD Limited, Mumbai. Honorable Dr. Ravi Kumar Chitnis, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Vishwanath Karade, MIT World Peace University, our Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Milind Pandey, is not here. Faculty members, staff, students, and my dear newcomers in School of Pharmacy. It's a moment of great privilege and honor for me to extend a warm welcome to all of you today at this memorable event, the induction program of Dr. Vishwanath Karade, MIT World Peace University's School of Pharmacy for the students of M-Pharmacy and MSc Clinical Psychology. At the outset, my friends, I must congratulate all of you for ensuring the admission in this prestigious organization. I consider this is the first step towards following your dreams, towards achieving your goals. This is induction program. This is just transition from one environment to another environment. For you, everything is new. Meaning the campus is new, faculties, then friends, everything is new. You have to adjust with these new environments, and for that purpose, induction program has been organized. Definitely, we will do our best to fulfill your expectation so that you will be able to shape your life as well as career in future. For the next 2 years, you will be here as a part of this college. And I wish that you imbibe, you earn whatever you want, the best knowledge as well as experience from this institution, from the School of Pharmacy. Today, for this induction program, we have Honorable Mohan Nair as a chief guest. He is in healthcare sector for more than 30 years. Deep understanding of the healthcare delivery business, especially in innovative patient acquisition strategy, doctor management, medical tourism, and corporate coverage are his expertise. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and gracing this today's induction program. I, on behalf of MIT World Peace University family, particularly School of Pharmacy, welcome you for this program. We have also with us the guest of honor, for today's program, Honorable Rishi Jagmohan Singh, who is the Vice President, Global Head L&D, Learning and Development. He is a global L&D and digital marketing strategist. He is expert in pharmaceutics, medical diagnostics, and FMCG. Friends, in his busy schedule, he has spared time for us, and also tomorrow he will be having his marriage anniversary. Still, he made it possible to grace today's function for all of you. Thank you, sir, for gracing today's program. Definitely. So we have one more guest, Dr. Jayshree Gorade. He is a medical superintendent, Lokmanya Hospitals Private Limited. These experts definitely can impart they will share their life experiences. And these life experiences shared by them will be useful for you. these life experiences will give you the enthusiasm and energy to go ahead. Once again, on behalf of our founder president, Dr. Vishwanath Ji Karad sir, Executive President, Professor Rahul Karad sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, I can say a beloved Vice Chancellor, one thing I would like to share here, recently we got the news from UGC, we got the permanent approval. And this is only because of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ravi Kumar Chitnis. And on behalf of our Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Milind Pandey, on behalf of Dean, Dr. Mahendru, HOS, Dr. Baheti, all faculty members, staff and students, I welcome you, the chief guest and guest of honor, Dr. Honorable Mohan Nair and Rishi Jagmohan Singh. Thank you so much, and I hope you would find these 2 years the most inspiring years of your life. And I wish you a very happy and academically fulfilling journey ahead and an outstanding stay in School of Pharmacy. Thank you so much. Wishing you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kuchikar sir, for such a warm welcome. Now I would like to invite Dr. Neeraj Mahendru sir, Dean of Faculty of Pharmacy and MSc Clinical Psychology for the introductory remark. Please, sir.
Thank you. Very good afternoon. Honorable VC sir, our today's honorable guest, Mr. Nair, Mr. Jagmohan Rishi, Dr. Gorde, Professor Kuchikar, my dear faculty colleagues, students, and the new entrants. I warmly welcome you to MIT Pune and congratulate you on your next phase of journey in which you have selected us as your partners. I assure you that your journey at MITWPU would be interesting and filled of learning. We have two guests today speaking to you, their life experiences and sharing their journeys through their professional careers. And this is a platform which, as an induction program, we are using to create an environment where we set the tone for your next, not only 2 years, but beyond that, to make you lifelong learners, where learning becomes an habit. And in this VUCA world, where things change very fast, we give you skills and knowledge which are not limited to the current time. We want you to be lifelong learners who can adapt to any environment, any changes which are there in technology, in the environment, so that you can survive through the ups and downs of this world. We have seen over the last 2 years how the things changed when the COVID came in. So you cannot be prepared for incidents like this by your training in the programs which universities are offering. We can only give up in terms of, say, the knowledge or the subject knowledge. That won't be sufficient to survive through these things. But here we are helping you gain those skills besides the subject knowledge and the basics, which will help you survive through your life. We are a world peace university, which brings in a very special component of life skills beyond the just classroom learning, which will help you prepare for the life. And these skills, you'll find new education policies focusing more on these skills, besides the journal curriculum which has been there for long. So please ensure that you take advantage of this unique program which our university offers. You are joining the master's programs, the postgraduate programs. So now the kind of teaching environment you were having in undergraduation, that needs to transform into a learning environment where you and we are partners in learning. Not a one-way street where faculty comes in and gives a monotonous lecture to you. Can we be partners in learning where we learn along with you, and it is a discussion forum where your views help design the future of the science which you are learning. A very important component of your next 2 years would be experiential learning, whether it is psychology or pharmaceutical sciences. The experiential learning would be very important. We have a CEO of a hospital chain, a learning and development head of a pharmaceutical company addressing you today. Both the environments will give you exposure to how this world work, and as a professional, what would be the expectations from you over there. So going for internships, regular visits to these institutions will help you shape your future and define what you would like to do in your life. In yesterday's discussion also, we talked about teamwork. It's not an era where you work unilaterally or as a single person. It is an era where teamwork is the most important thing. And you can see that today's function is a result of teamwork of the faculty and students team of the school and the university, which has helped this event happen. Interdisciplinary approach. No confines or silos exist in this world. You will have to work with other disciplines. So please feel free to move across the campus, and you are lucky to have this university, which is an interdisciplinary university with over 100 programs, right from engineering to liberal arts, sciences, economics, finance, design, biotechnology, pharmacy, psychology, you name it, and you have experts and students available over here. Feel free to walk across the campus and collaborate, learn from others. There was a famous line of Three Idiots, सीखने के लिए क्या चाहिए? एक uniform, go and sit in the classroom, learn whatever you want to learn. One of our speakers today, Mr. Jagmohan Rishi, has written a book on digitalization, which is a buzzword in this era, which has impacted every sector, your lives. Everyone has a phone in front of you, and the technology is changing how healthcare is being delivered, or even your food is being delivered. So learning technologies which are the future of this world. Every component, whichever science you are in, whatever field you are in, digitalization is happening. And that's how maybe you studied over the last 2 years sitting in your homes. So keep your senses open and try to imbibe things which are happening currently. Define your aim. What do you want to do in your life? Of course, you have chosen a stream, but within stream, where do you see yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now? And maybe you need to be a lifelong learner because technologies, the streams, the science will keep on changing, the new things will keep coming in. So please define your future and help you do that. Be regular in your classes and take advantage of the facilities available in this campus and the programs we are running. Once again, I welcome you all, and I thank my team of faculty members, volunteers, and students for creating such a beautiful program. And my thanks to VC sir for accepting our invitation to be part of this induction program for students and welcoming the new students into the campus. And my thanks to our guests today for being part of this program and agreeing to share their experiences with us. Mr. Rishi has traveled all the way from Mumbai starting at 7 o'clock, going through the traffic jams. And we had in morning a lot of discussions on how we can collaborate, right from the value addition, say VOCAD, and Mr. Rishi can help us with, and how we as a university can work with VOCAD in upskilling their teams. We have been working with Mr. Nair for last more than 2 months on designing programs which our students would participate in, and also the vice versa. Thank you, sirs, and we look forward to work with you. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Shastri, for curating the program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for walking all of us through the very accurate representation of our future and our lifelong learning and introducing our esteemed guests. Now, I kindly request Dr. Neeraj Mahendra, sir, to honor the chief guest, Mohan Nair, sir, and guest of honor, Jagmohan Singh Rishi, sir. Can we please have a big round of applause for all of our dignitaries? Thank you so much, sirs. Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Ravi Kumar Chitnis, sir, to give salutations to the students. Much. Thank you so much, Aarti ma'am. Uh, Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Ravi Kumar Chitnis sir to give salutations to the students.
Hello, Honorable Mohan Nair sir, Honorable Ruchi, Dr. Gorde, Dr. Kuchekar sir, Dr. Mahindru sir, all the faculty members of MIT, students of first and second year, staff, invitees, guests. Indeed pleasure to be here in front of you. I am aware that second year students are also there in this hall. And when you were inducted, probably Corona was there, Dr. Kuchekar. Last year when they come, the typical induction could not take place because of the Corona. And it is my duty and responsibility to share with you what MIT is. I am not here for any technical knowledge today. Dr. Karad sir in 1981 wrote an article in local newspaper saying that students of Maharashtra, especially for engineering, have to go to other states like Goa, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Gujarat for doing engineering, as no private engineering colleges are here in Maharashtra. Government didn't have money to invest, and then after reading that article, then Chief Minister Vasantdada Patil, only 4th standard pass, but very, very proactive, progressive in his thinking, invited Dr. Karad to meet. Dr. Karad sir was student of College of Engineering, Pune, and then Professor of Thermodynamics Mechanical Engineering in College of Engineering, Pune. Then CM then said that if it is so urgent, then why don't you start the college? He said, I'm just assistant professor. I don't have any money and I don't have any kind of a desire to start a college. Then he said, which is important to you, what the chief minister is. If your ideas or your cause is very noble and helpful to the society, Almighty will help you. Similar kind of dialogue was by Shah Rukh Khan in one of the movie, but that was from a different genre, from a romantic genre. But I am sharing Vasantdada Patil said it many years ahead of Shah Rukh Khan in a lighter vein. Then in a very humble way, in 2 rooms in a rented apartment, MIT was started. 1983 to 2017, it was affiliated to University of Pune. 2017 to 22, it is independent university. Today, MIT has 4 big universities. One is this, where we are. Another is MIT ADT, Art Design Technology University in Loni Karbhor, 26 kilometers. The third university is in Madhya Pradesh in Ujjain, which is MIT Avantika, design thinking based university. Avantika is a traditional mythological name of that city, and which was renamed as Ujjain later. Earlier it was Avantika. And fourth is in a beautiful state of northeast, Shillong, Meghalaya, and the capital city which is Shillong. Other than that, 50 plus colleges are there, which are affiliated to University of Pune or University of Solapur, as the case may be. 2 universities to start in next 2 years. One is in Goa, MIT University Goa, and one is MIT University somewhere in Andhra Pradesh or Telangana. I don't know, the state is divided between these 2 states. Dr. Karad sir is 83 and he is still full active. He normally loves meeting first year students during attendance, during induction. Unfortunately, 3 weeks back, untoward incident happened in his place and he lost his beloved wife, and Rahul Karad sir lost beloved mother. So they are still in that state and not attending large functions. But if Dr. Karad was here, what he would have said? That students, it is important you should study and get a good degree and good placement through us. That is okay. But that is not only important thing, but more than that important is 360-degree development. And what is that 360-degree development? He would have said that you should be physically fit, mentally alert, intellectually sharp, and spiritually elevated. Physically fit you are, but are you mentally alert? I see still some students chit-chatting with each other and some are on the mobile. Now there where we lose the game. As we start competing with our partners, may it be a competitor industry or may it be someone else who joined with you. You can't concentrate in the meeting and you are doing something else. Immediately you are spotted out. Rishi sir will agree that you have to be on a very sharp focus when your boss is around. If you are not, then probably in the private sector. So would be the experience of both Dr. Gorde and Mohan Nair ji. And today when highest boss is speaking of this university who 1,000 professors and 2,000 administration staff and 20,000 students report, he is very particular. So the first lesson would be you should be physically fit, mentally alert, intellectually sharp and spiritually elevated. You are physically fit because of your father and mother. And Dr. Karad would have said the second sentence, that Indian traditional knowledge that Matru Deva Bhava, Pitru Deva Bhava, Acharya Deva Bhava, Atiti Deva Bhava. No other country teaches this. And it is only Indian colleges, rather schools and universities teaches this. My dear friends, I want to attract your attention to the ecosystem where you are born, developed, and now you are into this particular university. You were in your mother's womb for 9 long months. She took critical care of you. She took you to hospital when you were in her mother's womb. You saw the light of the day. Then she took you to hospital for basic booster doses. And then she took you to kindergarten. Your father financed, father invested money. And there was a protection around you, which we call as an ecosystem. And then you went to kindergarten and she was worried whether you would start crying there, weeping there when it was the first day of your particular school. Because you are directly connected with her. And then you go to high school, then go to junior college, you bunk the classes and you did some of the wrong things, not all of you. But how many of you had 100% attendance in 11, 12, FY, SY, TY? Maybe 1%, 99%. It's a very big number that you started bunking. You also laid your hand on a particular glass, which otherwise you have never laid on the 3rd standard, 4th standard, because you were not allowed to go into that restaurant. But you tried that sometime, or because of the peer pressure. So slowly we start digressing. And today problem is of focus. We can't keep our mind at peace. If I'm doing one thing, then many other things. I want immediately SMS also. I'm checking SMS, I want to check WhatsApp also. I'm checking WhatsApp, I want to see my email also. I'm checking my email, I want to see who is doing what on the Twitter. So many things on one particular mobile set. Then you have a laptop also, you are doing something else on laptop. You have a desktop also, if you are a senior officer. So with 3 machines you are there, but so many people are sitting in front of you. And they are trying to tell you something and you are not with them. Develop art of focusing. And that's why many people ask us that we are here for pharmacy, we are here for computer engineering and BBA, we have highest demand right now, BBA finance, BBA marketing. Why you are teaching this peace program? Second year students, this is for you. Why you have to do peace program? Because you are aware, you are from pharmacy. Many parents were asking me, sir, ye kya de rahe peace program kyun? Skeptical the. And I came down from the dais, Vivekananda Hall. And then I was asked by parents, sir, ये peace program exclude नहीं हो सकता है. हमने तो इसके लिए आए थे computer engineering के लिए. नहीं हो सकता है. That is a 360-degree development. Then many times people are asking me this same question. Then I am little satirical. And I started in a wrong way, as returning or answering that question. नहीं ऐसे सर आप क्या काम करते हैं? मैं ऐसे डॉक्टर हूँ. तो आपको तो मालूम है आपकी बच्ची यहाँ पे योगा करेंगी तो कुचेकर सर को फ़ायदा होगा, तो इसलिए हम ये योगा वगैरह देते हैं. और आपकी बच्ची मेडिटेशन करेंगी तो मुझे पीस मिलेगा, और आपकी बच्ची प्राणायाम करती है तो आपके कज़न ब्रदर को फ़ायदा होगा, वो बेचारा 80 ईयर ओल्ड है, तो इसलिए हम ये देते हैं. थोड़ा सोशल सर्विस करके हम देते हैं. करने दो, बच्ची सोशल सर्विस पिकअप करेगी, NGO में हम लगा देंगे. नाउ पीपल हैव स्टॉप्ड आस्किंग दैट. It is simple. You do yoga, you become physically fit because you are out of that ecosystem of mother. अभी mother नहीं पूछती शाम को क्या खाया, diet कर रही हो क्या. You are left from age of -9 months up to your age of 18, you are under ecosystem of your father and mother. Now you don't want to be in that ecosystem. You give me freedom. And that's why you are under ecosystem of Dr. Kuchekar, Dr. Mahindru, Dr. Arti Shastri. Now they are your father and mother. And lifelong, till you are 80-year-old. And that's why Matru Deva Bhava, Pitru Deva, after that Acharya Deva Bhava. They will tell you something wrong you are doing. Sometimes they will be, slightly harsh with you, but it helps you. Mother was also harsh with you. Father also had one chata on your face sometime if you were doing something like, especially for the boys. It was a harsh sometime. I also experienced it. तारे चमकते थे, बट उसका फ़ायदा भी होता था कि सपोज सर का अवोकाड का ऑफिस है बांद्रा कुर्ला कॉम्प्लेक्स में, मेरा बचपन वहाँ गुजरा, तो वहाँ पे धारावी स्लम नहीं थी सर जब मैं वहाँ स्कूल में जाता था. अभी धारावी स्लम आ गई. अभी वहाँ जो बच्चा पैदा होता है उसको क्या इकोसिस्टम मिलती है फॉर कोरोना, उसकी शिक्षा पद्धति क्या होती है, कैन ही गेट 2 square meals, कैन ही गेट गुड एजुकेशन, कैन ही गेट designer clothing which you have, can he ever use perfume or cosmetics, or will he or she get good medicines of Wokhad, or will they get admitted into Lokmanya hospital without money? All this is a big no. And 65% of the people don't have house to stay, 70-80% don't get water, and more than 80% are poor in this country who do not have access to higher education, which we call the GER, gross enrollment ratio. हम जरा चढ़ा के बढ़ा के, हम में सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, नॉट मी, चढ़ा के हम बोलते हैं कि 25% people have access to higher education, but that means 75% people don't have access to higher education in this. And how we can increase it? Actually सीधा कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो आंसर 16-17 है, लेकिन इलेक्शन भी आते हैं, हम थोड़ा स्टैटिस्टिक्स भी बढ़ाते हैं, एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई एम श्योर दैट 80% ऑफ देम डोंट हैव even access to the first year. What is higher education? First year of university. And you are into post-graduation. So lucky. There are many trees from here to Karve Road, but there is a beautiful crafted rose plant in your balcony. And that's been taken care by your mother or you. That's the difference between handcrafted in MIT University and tree, which is there without any kind of a support or ecosystem. Now when you come to university, you don't want that ecosystem. Because when you had some tough time with your teacher in school or college, that is UG, you told to your father or mother, especially in school, we used to tell mother, वो teacher अच्छे नहीं हैं, वो मारते हैं मुझे XYZ. Then mother used to say, don't worry बेटा, अभी 2 साल का ही सवाल है, बात चेहरा ही नहीं देखना है उस टीचर का बाद में. हम भी मान जाते थे, but that's wrong today. Now, we should have a relationship with teacher. Why we should have a relationship with teacher? Now, you are the owner of these premises. We are your sevak. We are employee. If I attain certain age, whatever MIT has decided for my retirement, I will get a nice letter. You are a good vice chancellor and all that, and you contributed. Now goodbye. Someone else will come. He will also go. He and she will also go. All the faculty members will retire from here after age of 60 or something, whatever, 58 for administration. Everyone is contributing, but everyone will have to leave. The college is owned by the faculty. University is owned by the faculty. No, it is owned by the student. Is it owned by the Sanstha Chalak? No, this is an NGO. In India, all the academic institutes are not corporate like Lokmanya or Wokhad, where the ownership can be transferred from A to B. They are under Education Society Act, which are an NGO. So someone is there today, someone else may be there tomorrow. So you cannot transfer the property to someone else's name, because this property is on the name of that particular charitable trust. Thereby, I can say confidently that you are the owner. This plot belongs to you, this building belongs to you, these laboratories belong to you. The working capital which we provide for projects, 1 lakh rupees per faculty, and 5 students can be attached. You being one of the 5 is your duty, but then 1,000 professors are given 1 lakh rupees each, and 5 of students are attached to them. 5,000 people are working right now on innovative project. I want to attract your attention that MIT has an incubation center. MIT has a full-fledged high-end offices, air-conditioned, which are having internet enabled, and you get a tea, coffee free of cost, and also, mineral water. Everything is that water is also developed here, which is sold for 40,000 rupees, which Viraj, Captain of India, drinks, or Nita Ambani drinks. That level water we actually manufacture. It's one of the incubation centers part. So all that is done here. Why not you do it? Why not take placements from us for first 2 years and then say that 23 or 24 will pass out, and then we will have our own industry done. And then it could be a small industry. Vocard can give you some business. Definitely they will give you some business. If you are good up to that level, all the norms you will have to give. And then Vocard type 10 companies will give you business and you will be millionaire. I'm not interested only in you being millionaire, but more than that, you will give jobs to many students. I'm not interested you give jobs only to MITians, but to Symbiosis also, Narsimhanji, whichever university you want to take students, you take. But if you give jobs to 1,000, that's the best patriotism you have shown. You will become rich. Rakesh Junjunwala gave jobs to many, more than 1 lakh. 43,000 crore net worth out of 5,000 rupees investment. But something went wrong with him, over consumption of alcohol and some other wrong things he started doing. And that is what is MIT's culture, that we tell you today that, okay, this particular masters you will get will place you, but more than that, we will stop you doing wrong things. That is the ecosystem by our particular teachers. And many of you will feel that you have stopped that. If wrong thing you have started, say that I am in it. And to get a lifelong support when we are not there with you and you are alone, we have this pranayama meditation. At any age, if you do Anulam Vilam pranayam, only 1 hour, you can revive out of, any kind of a disease to some extent. I'm not undermining importance of any pharmaceutical company sitting here or hospital here, but yes, there are other methods, Indian traditional methods also. Thereby you can keep your health absolutely brilliant, and the real kind of fitness comes not out of showing your bicep and tricep by going to gym, but the exact required psychosomatic order. Otherwise, 48,000 thoughts come in one day, 48,000. And moment thought comes reactions. Now some thoughts are coming in these 3 boys and they are reacting it wrong way. So can you reduce that thought? This same thought had not come in their mind. So they would have acted in a different way. And that comes on our particular face. And thereby our progress or going down starts. It's not only the knowledge, because knowledge can be replaced by AR, VR, artificial intelligence. I just finished law college induction, and there was one speaker saying that 80 lawyers this side and 1 robo this side. AR, VR, that means artificial intelligence. The same work was given to both. And these lawyers of high quality, they completed it in somewhere like 1 hour 30 minutes, clearing of some 20 to 25 files, complicated matters. May not be complicated, that word was not used, but civil matter. Computer did the same work, AR, VR service, not VR, AR service in 90 seconds. 85% was the accuracy of the lawyers and 97% was the accuracy of robo. So try to understand where are we going. Now we want great leaders. We want emotionally balanced people. Now that is what is the third point. First was Matrudeva Bhava. Second was, I said about physically fit, mentally alert. And third is the success, my dear students, is not IQ. Whatever intelligent you are, my intelligence, I was MBA topper, PhD in finance from Reserve Bank, has 0 value when I sit in that particular seat. Yesterday you require IQ, intelligent questions, with good qualification, PhD, postdoctoral, we went ahead. Later on came liberalization in this country. One person cannot create this building. We many people. Gone are the days when one contractor would create. But there are super speciality who came person or consultancy to fit this, maybe someone else for the interior decoration, someone else for this furniture where you are sitting. And we require a team. And when it comes to team, we require emotional balance. And emotional balance is called as EQ. And there are many courses online on emotional balance. How to use right brain, how to become creative, in case of crisis, what you can do. Do you know the chief pilot who sits on the left-hand side in the aircraft? He never drives the flight. It is the right-hand side co-pilot who drives. But when it is going to take off and land, yesterday some pilots were also here for induction. So they told that we come in full throttle only when landing takes place. Last 5 minutes, or last 20 minutes, or last 17 minutes. Because in those 15 minutes, concurrently, simultaneously, at a one point of time, 27 activities are to be there. Today, 27 activity chart is there on that laptop, which is there. And one after another, you start punching. Okay, one is done, second is done, 13. And 15 minutes, it gets landed on autopilot mode. But if something is going wrong, the chief pilot is taking care of that. Now, he is looking at whether co-pilot is doing. Chief pilot is sitting here, Mr. Mahindra and Kuchikar, and co-pilot is getting prepared there. That is what is. Dr. Rishi is into international and global training of work hard. He will talk about training also. How from postgraduate, PhD, with 20 years experience, still we can create a different man out of it, or woman out of it, is important. Thereby continuous training, continuous upgradation, not only technical, but also meditation or kind of a thing. My dear students, your thoughts can be brought down in 1 hour to something like 10, 20, 30, 40 also, from 48,000 a day. That kind of people are there. And your breathing, you are aware of basic anatomy, you have done that. We breathe 9 times in and 9 times out. So 9 plus 9 is 18. Multiplied by 4 is your pulse rate. If that pulse rate goes up, your lifespan starts going down. As simple as that. You know that? 9 times we inhale, 9 times we exhale. So 9 plus 9 is equal 18. 18 multiplied by 4 is your pulse rate. Suppose Bjorn Borg in my days, or Rafa Nadal, or maybe who else in tennis today? Medvedev, or anyone who are the toppers in Wimbledon. When they play 5 sets, if you take their pulse rate, it is 55. That is what they have achieved. They are not going to gym and pulling machines or pulling weights. It's a complete type of a different kind of a concentration training. Start from today. I will inhale in 1 minute only for 4 times. And I will tell you, you will go to that level where you inhale only for 2 times. I am sure about it, you will do it. You are well informed, well cultured, intelligent generation. Do it only for 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes. And then you will see, I assure you one thing, I promise you one thing, then start walking in your home, you will feel that you are flying inside your home. Because you are that weightless, you are that kind of a consciousness, that kind of a lightness, where wrong thoughts will not come. Second is, having that kind of a virus in you where wrong thought comes, it's removed by that. It doesn't go into main system, that is in the subconscious mind. And third would be some kind of a basic exercises like stretching or yoga. So meditation, pranayama, yoga, that gives you 100% result. I am not undermining, sir, any time, any pharmacy or any kind of a thing. But yeah, you also do it, yeah. But this is must. And if you do after 50s, what is the use? That's why do it right now. That is what is. So coming back, this is your place, use it till 80 years and see that you give employment to 1,000 people. We all will come and salute you if you are an industrialist, because you have grown the knowledge which we have given to you. And then you are our gurus and we are your shishas and devotees. But don't say goodbye to college after 2 years. इस कॉलेज को कभी अलविदा ना कहना. चलते चलते मेरे ये गीत याद रखना. कभी अलविदा ना कहना. कभी अलविदा ना कहना. MITWPU को कभी अलविदा ना कहना. बीच राह में दिलबर कभी बिछड़ जाए आप मगर. और सुनी सी लगे तुम्हें जीवन की ये डगर. हम सब लौट आएंगे तुम यूं ही बुलाते रहना. कभी अलविदा ना कहना. कभी अलविदा ना. थैंक यू. जय हिंद, जय भारत.
Thank you so much, sir, for your motivation, for explaining us the importance of student-teacher relationship, for important life lessons. हम कभी भी अलविदा नहीं कहेंगे, sir, I promise. Please give a big round of applause for sir. Now I would like to invite our guest of honor, Mr. Mohan Nair, sir, our next speaker. He has one of the most remarkable achievements in turning around healthcare sectors in India. We have all heard of the companies he was a part of, such as NextGen Solutions, Novartis, Johnson & Johnson, and many more. He has also received multiple awards, such as NCASH Award in 2006, Peer Award for partnering with evolving a long-term strategy in a new hospital in Pune, Standards of Leadership Award in 2007. So without further ado, let me welcome him to the dais and impart and share his wisdom to show some light to the students. Please, sir.
बीच में ना सर के टॉप में वीडियो आएगा, वीडियो का रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं करना है, वो कॉपीराइटेड होगा।
Hello. Hello. So good afternoon. मजा नहीं आया. Good afternoon. सर मजा है? नहीं. Let me see what is women power, okay? Only the women shout. Good afternoon. Oh. Now the boys have a tough time. Get ready. Take your 3 breaths, what sir said, and repeat after I repeat, okay? Good afternoon. My God. The women have outbeaten you all. Okay. So good afternoon, friends. And when I looked at this hall, I was reminded of the Three Idiots room, you know, where all the fun is to happen. And I don't want to be the virus to give boring lectures to you. So the next few minutes, I will take you through a journey which I spent so many years in healthcare. I'll tell you where exactly healthcare is moving. Thank you. So I will tell you where the healthcare is moving and give you some ideas what healthcare is looking at from youngsters like all of you. So I have my friend to help me with this high-tech screen. So I think we have students from all these faculties, isn't it? You're all PG students? All of you? No? Some of them are B.Pharm students also, okay. So we have got, I think, a lot of these students here, so we have a mixed crowd, so my presentation will be, addressed to all of you all. My God, you're going to reduce your weight by doing all this, okay. So we have got all these kind of students here, and as I said, I will have a mixed bag of my presentation, which will address all your, concerns. This is for whom? For all these lovely 100+ people who have chosen one of the best universities in the world and about to hear one of the best lectures of the world, please give yourself a big round of applause. And I salute the founders, because when I went through the website yesterday late evening, I realized what kind of concept. And I was very lucky in 2018 to be attending that function when you saw the video when Mr. Naidu and other people, inaugurated the dome, world's best, the biggest dome. So I'm a big fan of the Karad family. Unfortunately, they're not here. Others, I would be very happy to meet them. But a big salute to the founders. Here is a picture of an intern who came to our hospital few months back. She is from Indira College, and you can see all those lovely photographs on the last day when she was leaving with the certificates from our university, or from our hospital. But more importantly, you see the two things which she has written about us. I'm glad to share with you that I have recently completed internship. She has also put all the learnings where time is more important than anything practically. Patient is and should be our priority, and so on and so forth. In the next part. Yeah, and she names large number of people who were instrumental in shaping her 2 or 3 months internship. This is the kind of internship you all can take advantage because of the visionary leadership of MIT of partnering with hospital like ours. So how many of you are interested to come for internship with us? All of you? Some people are weak. Okay, all of you, okay. So I will have to build another hospital now. Good. So this is the kind of things you will get from our hospital. I am myself a management student from IIM Lucknow. I've done my management from Loyola College. I know what a student feels when somebody is sent for an internship. And believe me, many of the places where interns were taken in my early institutes, I used to see those institutes, taking their help for getting Xerox, getting some things and all. I was very disturbed when I saw all that, and I said that this should not happen. My daughter is a lawyer, and she was an intern with Mercedes-Benz for the first year. 1 year internship at Mercedes-Benz. And the 4th day, she was told to do some Xerox work. And somebody like me, born to me, she went back to them saying that if you want me to do this as part of internship, I better go back and sit at home. So there are a lot of centers which are doing internship, and I think MIT will tell you to go to various internship, but you should go to the best, which is? Hare, itna kam awaaj? Lokmanya Hospital, okay? So please come to our hospital and we will do a large number of internship. In a population of 200, 250, 300 million people in Germany, there is 1 million internship. And in a population of 1 billion people in India, we don't have even 1 lakh internship across the world, and majority of them are in automobile. So you can imagine how far and how far we are away from the reality that experiential learning, which Mahendra Saab just mentioned, is important. You all want to sit in the classroom and learn, or you want to go to the field and learn? Yeah, okay. So this is about me. I think a lot of things have been said about me, so I will skip this slide. Okay, this is Mohan Nair, not Mohan Lal. There is a South Indian actress who looks like me. Okay. So basic rules: switch off your mobiles and switch on your minds. Actually, I don't give any lecture without a collar mic, but they told me they are going to record this. So I go to this end, I go to that end, I ensure that you don't look at your, phone, because otherwise it is like, Pankaj Udas, ek acha ghazal ga raha hai, and you're sitting there and drinking and dancing, not looking at him also. That should not happen. So that's the reason I always use a collar mic and then you move around so that that connect is there. Okay? The second thing is, let's have fun while learning. You've already had some 10 minutes fun. You want more? Yes or no? The last benchers, all of y'all, the check shirt person and all of y'all want fun? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, okay. Let's have a dialogue versus monologue. So you're going to speak as much as I speak. So that is what is training all about. Of course, the Guruji of training is here. He will tell you that training has to be a dialogue, not a monologue. Monologue is what Virus Sahasrabuddhe did in 3 Idiots. I am not a 3 Idiots professor, okay? Ask questions. Wow. So if you find myself too high for you, please stop me and ask questions. Or there is a choice. He's making his questions. Or I will ask you. So stay awake, keep your eyes glued on to me, to this bearded man, and listen to what I learned in my 40 years. Choice is yours. Okay. So India exports 3 types of commodities: IT, pharmaceutical products, and auto parts. Why is it that the Chinese can make anything in China in enormous variety? Because an educated, healthy population is able to do things that the unhealthy and badly educated Indian population cannot. Wow, what a statement. Isn't it true that we are a poor nation when it comes to healthcare? There are a lot of things which we have to learn across the world, what people are doing in healthcare, and I'll just take you through my journey and you can learn a lot of things. So here is a video. I will not play this video, but this is where the whole world is going towards, of automation of entire healthcare. Do you want to see the video? This is how hospitals and you all will be associated in the next few months or few years, I don't know. Okay, then you can play. I don't want to trouble this friend, Oh. This is sound connect. I think it's poor quality. It's going to happen. Incidentally, yesterday I was at a company called Cloud Physician, which manages about 500 beds of ICU across the country, from Silchar to Kanyakumari, by 40 to 50 intensivists sitting in Bangalore. So they can map the eyelid movement of a patient in Silchar ICU and can tell that doctor what kind of treatment you need to give, what parameters are dropping, and that is the future of healthcare. You like this video? All of y'all? Whatever you like in my entire presentation, you can bindas clap. You don't take permission. Clap karo bindas. So that's going to be the future. In fact, I was just telling Dr. Mahindra and other people also, and my Guruji, Rishiji, who's going to talk about digitalization in healthcare, that last 1 week I met two types of people. One is the cloud physician, and second, there is one more company called Karkinos. Karkinos in Greece means cancer. It is derived out of Kark. Kark in Sanskrit means cancer. So they have come out with a company, which is a company funded by all the ex-Tata Cancer Institute people, and they've come out with a company with a call center and with a command center manned by more than 200 people for any cancer patient across the world to take first opinion, second opinion, lab tests, genome sequencing, surgery, options available, radiation oncology options available. Any patient suffering from any cancer can contact Karkinos and you can get the best cancer treatment. Look at the power of digitalization. You all want to become part of digitalization? How many of you? I think some people there are not interested. They're looking somewhere here and there. I have got a very strong MTV here. I can see anybody and everybody who's chit-chatting. So that's where the healthcare is moving towards, more of digitalization, more of innovation. Okay, the next few slides. India is an emerging healthcare hub. You can see all these things. We have got large number of cardiac surgeries happening here. We have got large number of joint replacement here. If you see in the next few slides, the person who's standing here is a CEO of an organization the center has done the largest number of robotic surgeries in the world. I'll just come to my slides. Okay, so this is the Center for Medical Services across the world, India. We have got more than 70% of the American population prefer a natural approach to health. So all your Ayurveda and other things are going to pick up big time. Today, if you're coming for an Ayush treatment, you get a visa faster than for a cancer treatment. That's how government is moving towards. So all your alternative medicine is going to pick up big time. Physicians, nurses, medical technicians, all of them will overtake the IT sector. Today, Pune has become Pune because of the big revolution which has happened in the IT sector. And the next IT sector is going to be medical tourism. You can imagine how big we are going to become in terms of medical business. Look at this. I just give you one example of an advantage. If you do a surgery in US, it is 250,000 versus in India, which is 6,000 and 26,000. If you look at bone marrow transplant and so on and so forth, I have not put knee replacement, but 10 times the cost of our cost is the cost of any surgical procedures abroad, whether it is cosmetic surgery, whether it is a cardiac surgery, or whether it is a knee replacement surgery. Investment. The requirement for investment in India, you can see healthcare is 22 to 31 billion in next 10 years. After power and after telecom, the biggest investment is going to be in healthcare. So yeah, I'm happy that you all have chosen to be in healthcare. Look at this. You name the number of physicians, the number of hospitals, the number of nurses, the number of medical colleges, pathology labs. We can beat any country in the world because of our huge population and because of the huge investment which is coming in healthcare. So this is advantage India. We have a strong demand. We have got attractive opportunities. 2 vaccines. You can see Bharat's Covaxin and Covishield were all, manufactured in India. And we have rising manpower and of course, a lot of government intervention. How many of you know Ayushman Bharat? Now I require the mic.
How many of you know Ayushman Bharat? हाथ उठाओ. Ayushman Bharat, the government insurance scheme. How many you know? अभी मजा देखो सर, महेंद्र साहब. How many of you know Ayushman Khurana? बोलो. All of you. Now friends, this has to change. Because Ayushman Khurana will just give you 15 minutes of recreation. But knowledge of Ayushman Bharat, which is one of the biggest healthcare schemes in the world, is something which you know. And you're all PG students. That speaks tons about your involvement in gathering medical education. You always, when I went to one of the colleges in Amritsar, it was one of the biggest management schools in Amritsar, sir. As big as this, maybe, this building, and it is all centralized AC. So all students from foreign countries come there and, learn and all that. And I was giving a similar lecture there. And I asked large number of questions to people about something about what I asked now. And I also asked, who is the president-elect of India that time? Believe me, nobody knew it was Pranab Mukherjee. And the next question I asked is, yesterday somebody from Bollywood died. Everybody answered Rajesh Khanna. The principal, the dean, vice principal, they literally hang their head in shame when these students did not react and respond.
We are fortunate here to have Dr. Sanjay Upadhyay. Thank you for joining the session.
So the entire faculty of the college took me around the college and he showed me the kind of library that university had. My God, I have not seen that kind of university anywhere in India, Rishi Sahab. There were so many TV channels going on. There were some 40 to 50 newspapers. There were hundreds and hundreds of books. Uske bawajood, many of the students were interested more in Rajesh Khanna than what is happening in the country about Pranab Mukherjee or healthcare. So friends, one of the messages, in between I'll keep on giving messages. One of the messages, if you want to lead, you have to read. If you all want, you all can write. इसमें कितने पढ़े लिखे लोग कितने इसमें सब लोग है ना, so please write. If you want to lead, you have to read. And what will you read? Will you read something which is not interesting? No, you have limited time. So I will not read autobiography of a Sunny Leon. But I will read a book which is called Healers, which is written by Pratap Reddy, where he tells about his journey of 40 years, how he moved into healthcare delivery and revolutionized healthcare delivery in India. So what you should do? Read. Read some small article, write some blogs. I will show you some slides which will tell you if you want to become popular in healthcare and if you want to hunt for jobs, what you should do. How many are interested for that? Oh, all of them. यहाँ सब लोग हाथ उठा रहे हैं. आयुष्मान के टाइम पे कोई नहीं उठा रहा. कोई बात नहीं. This is the way you learn. When people tell you what you should learn, if MIT, gives me more sessions, I will tell you how do you get into the habit of reading. I was also not a very good reader, but somebody taught me how to start reading small paragraphs and slowly moving into better reading. And today, extempore, I can talk about many topics because of my reading habit. Even today, hours together on reading because it's very critical. I was coming to MIT today, I would have spent at least half an hour to 45 minutes looking at the website of MIT. Yesterday I went to Cloud Physician. All the people who came in front of me, I addressed them by their names. Because through the website I knew he is Dr. Dhruv Joshi, I knew he is Dr. Dilip Raman. How? Because I did a lot of research, I did a lot of reading. By the way, I also have a lot of hobbies and just 3-4 things which our Vice Chancellor said. Laptop, phones, everything, but then still reading has got its own value. Okay, did you like this idea? Did you like this idea of, reading more and more to lead? What will you do if it is a good idea? Put your hands together. Okay, the next slide. Okay, healthcare is a huge opportunity, but there are a lot of challenges, my dear friends. And in these challenges lies your opportunity. Okay? Opportunities always comes in the disguise of challenges. And that's why we miss it. Okay? I'll tell you what are the challenges in the next few minutes. Beds per 1,000 population. You can see India is only 1.3 beds for 1,000 population. So we have a huge number of, population who are sick, but we have got the least number of beds across the world. About 70% of the patients diagnosed with cancer, they die in the first year. So what is Karkinos doing? Karkinos is screening large number of women, large number of people for oral cancer, and preventing the first stage and the second stage of cancer so that they don't get into the death zone. It's a very interesting case study, my friends. A 10-year study from Tata came out. 10-year study, more than 1 lakh of women screened for breast cancer. So preventive healthcare is something which I'll tell you in the next 1 second. So they screen more than 1 lakh people for breast cancer. So there are 3 ways of screening. One is self-examination, second is clinical examination where a doctor examines, and third is mammography where you do a little like an X-ray of your breast and you come to know whether the patient or the person is suffering from breast cancer. And the Tata report says that large number of cancer patients can take treatment or early detect cancer if you do self-examination. So whether it is a male or a female, you can do your own self-examination and ensure that you can detect a lump. But more importantly, clinical examination, which a doctor does what you are supposed to do physically, he or she can find out where there is a lump. And almost 40 to 50% of the patients can be detected at a very early stage. Now, who will do this, awareness program in the communities, in the samajas, in the churches, in the trusts, in the schools, in the colleges? Who will do it? All of you. Because you are the next torchbearers of healthcare industry. We have missed out on preventive healthcare. We have missed out in community healthcare. Through whatever qualification, as a clinical psychologist or a M.Pharm, pharmacy, M.Pharm, whatever, if you can pick and choose things which are critical for our healthcare industry, that is where you have to fit your career. Rather than becoming one more pharmacist in a Wokhad, or one more nurse in a Lokmanya hospital, or one more pharmacist in Lokmanya hospital, there are hundreds of areas which are pain areas in the industry, and you should actually sharpen your career towards that. And that is where the association with MIT and industry is going to play a big role, because the industry can tell you where people are required. Doctors, nurses, paramedical, everybody knows it is required. But there are a large number of other adjacencies where people are required, and that is where the industry partnership, a brilliant idea by MIT, can bring a difference. So another big challenge we have is about 30% of Indians don't have access to primary health care. If you go to many of your villages, अगर डॉक्टर है तो एक्सरे वाला नहीं है, एक्सरे वाला है तो लाइट नहीं चलता है, लाइट चलता है तो दूसरा कुछ प्रॉब्लम है. There is a huge problem of primary health care in many of the centers. 80,000 hospitals are required to be added each year. Can you imagine? If you are a pharmacist and you want to become an entrepreneur, you have got a wonderful opportunity of building more and more hospitals in India. 15 crore people face catastrophic healthcare costs because of direct payments such as user fees, etc. 15 crore people. 3.9 crore people go down the poverty line every year because of healthcare reason. One cancer patient in your family, you're gone. One kidney transplant patient in your family, you're gone. 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs is a transplant cost. Cancer cost is about 10 crores, 20 crores. People sell their property, people sell their land
to save a kidney, to save a life. That is how bad we are. Because abroad, the social system is very good where reimbursement is there. I will just touch on this point few minutes after this. Here you can see fewer physicians. You can skip this slide. Across the country, we have the lowest. India is, you can see, at the lowest of the table. Yeah. 76% of Fortune 50 companies are either in the health industry or have health division. What can you infer from this? There is money in healthcare. So don't worry, it is not only Seva. There is also Meva. There's a lot of money in healthcare. You see, 50 Fortune 500 companies, can you imagine, they have got the healthcare division. If you look at Sun Pharma, Microsoft has got a healthcare division. You take many of the IT companies, Accenture, Infosys, everybody has got a healthcare company. It may be IT, but still, healthcare is a huge, huge opportunity area for, earning money. In the last 10 years, 80% of the new bed capacity has been created by private hospitals. But on one side, this is a very interesting slide. This is one of my favorite slides. 48% advised surgeries needlessly, finds survey. So if large number of surgeries are happening in India, can you imagine many of the cardiology cases, many of the orthopedic cases, 48% are advised needless surgery. What does it show? That patient awareness. People are gullible. You and me are gullible. When a doctor or some other hospital or a company tells that you have to change your knee or you change your heart, artery, we are gullible. We don't understand and we just go for it. And therefore, all those people are taking advantage of your patient awareness, low patient awareness. If you want to take this as a career, it is a terrific career of increasing patient awareness on smoking, on breast cancer, on lung problems, on heart problems. You can avoid all these unnecessary surgeries happening. If you look at the healthcare industry, this is a very interesting slide, and this is where I come from. That 60% or 50% of the industry is hospital. So my dear friend, you may work in a pharma company, you may work in a device company, but if you don't work in a hospital, you have not got the flavor of healthcare. And no other person than me could make a statement like this, because I spent 14 years in pharma, about 10 to 12 years in device, and now for the last 8 years I'm in hospital, and I wish to spend the balance of my years in hospital industry, because that is the pain area. And that is the area where you require large number of smart people like you and me. So India is leading the world. It accounts to 21% of global burden of disease. हमारे पास disease की कमी नहीं है, हमारे पास reproduction की कमी नहीं है. 1.3 billion will become 1.6 billion, so more people to take care of. Okay? So maternal deaths and so many things on the rise. Okay, infant mortality is declined, but it is very, very high. Maternal mortality is high, so you can go fast on these slides, friend, because I'm seeing you tired. Yeah, look at this. You have a huge disease population. See, as all of you sitting here can pick up any disease and do work there, whether it is hypertension, whether it is schizophrenia, asthma, Alzheimer's disease, cardiac related. For everything, we are in millions. लाखों में हम लोग. हमारे प्रॉब्लम thousands में नहीं, लाखों में. Okay? Health insurance, look at this. Only 15% of the people are covered under insurance. We have a huge scope. Mediclaim, Ayushman Bharat, nowhere we have reached in terms of insurance. 5% of employed insurance. Other students insured here? All of you insured? Medically insured or general? General insurance. Medical or general? Medical, okay. Good. Fine. Slow entry of an insurance company. In the last 2 years, insurance has grown by 10%. By 100%, sorry. You can go fast on this, and then I want to come to the most interesting slide. How will they get their jobs? So future of the healthcare industry, the current healthcare infrastructure is inadequate. So if you want to go to infrastructure, this is a great opportunity. The overall number of beds, physicians, nurses, everything is low. You can get into anything and you will be successful. Okay? Training. My friend is here, Dr. Rishi. A huge investment in training is required. Nurses training, doctors training, paramedical training. As I said, additional beds, doctors, yeah, you can go to the next slide. Preventive healthcare, manpower demand. You want to know the manpower demand? Kitna manpower lagega, where I will fit in, you fit in? You all want to know? This side is not interested. You have already got a job after joining MIT. Okay. The manpower demand of the healthcare industry would double up in the next 7 years. The current marketing and sales manpower in the healthcare and pharmaceutical segment is 300,000, 3 lakhs, which is expected to double in the next 7 years. Okay, I'll take 1 minute break here.
How many of you want to get into sales and marketing? My God, nobody? अच्छा ये एकता जीव सदाशिव. Only 3 people. Oh, one more. Only 4. You have understood my question? अच्छा सर बोलते इतने चूर वीर है वो लोग खड़े रहते बोले. Marketing, whoever wants to do? 3. One more there. खड़े रहो. 4 of them. Okay. Let me tell you, give them a big round of applause. Because they will be the richest person in healthcare. So, again give them a big round of applause. इनका सबका टेलीफोन नंबर आपको नहीं चाहिए तो मेरे को दे दो. I will take loan from them later. Because they are going to be very rich. Sales and marketing. Bill Gates is what? Sales and marketing. Steve Jobs is what? Sales and marketing. I know it has not been undersold, but if MIT gives me a chance, I will tell you how the opportunities in healthcare are, okay?
I think we should move fast because I want to come to the main thing. So pharmaceutical, hospital, medical equipment, there is, market everywhere. Diagnostics, imaging, okay? I think this presentation will stay with you so you can see it later. Telemedicine is going to be a very big market. Okay, you can move forward. Yeah, the last 5-6 slides, okay? Oh, you all are still standing. Okay. Yes, settle down. New jobs, which are going to emerge. Now, I wanted to be very, 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 yeah, this side there's disturbance, okay. Okay, I wanted to be concentrating on these slides. What will emerge in India as job specialization, and all your PGs can get into this in different ways. One is reconstructive surgery. See, in India we do 1 lakh total knee replacement surgery. Every year we do 1 lakh total knee replacement surgery. But because it is not done properly, there is a lot of revision surgeries which are going to come. So if you become experts in revision or reconstructive surgery, you are going to be the man. Robotic 3D printing specialist, robotic clinical documentation scribes. See where the world is going. Companion robot technician, you can become very good robot technicians. Sir ne abhi thodi der pehle bola law courses mein, he gave an example how lawyers versus robo. So you're going to require robot technicians, okay? Precision medicine compounding pharmacist. Wow. All these opportunities are going to come. Epigenetic counselors. Kirkinos has put almost 50 crore unit in Kerala for genetic sequencing and mapping only for cancer. How many genetic counselors are going to be needed in India? You can't imagine. Lifestyle strategists, my God, there are so many people making money in this, of advising people what lifestyle you need to lead. Deep learning experts, health data scientists. This is another area which I feel many people should get into with your knowledge of healthcare. Healthcare analysts and data scientists is going to be very important. And of course, IoT business analysts. Can somebody raise your hand? What is IoT? Who knows IoT? This way, this side? This side is not with me. आप लोग मेरे दुश्मन हैं, कोई हाथ नहीं उठा रहे. Who knows IoT here? What is it? Very good. So from one machine to the one machine which is sitting there, the checks person whom I can see partly, वहाँ तक मेरे machine रहेगा तो भी I can still send my reports. this machine with that machine. I'll tell you artificial intelligence, last few slides, if I'll spend some time. Artificial intelligence is going to pick up big time in healthcare. And you all PGs can also get into it. So when I was in Kokilaben Ambani Hospital, sir, we had a product for artificial intelligence for stroke. So any patient having an accident anywhere about 30 to 40 kilometers in Mumbai, they can go to a nursing home. And the nursing home can do a CT scan, if there is a CT scan or MRI, and that CT scan and MRI then is pulled to Kokilaben, and within seconds we can say how much of hematoma is there, is the patient likely to survive, should you rush that patient to the hospital, or you have to give some injection there. Everything centrally you can monitor because of artificial intelligence. Can you imagine Internet of Things and artificial intelligence, where it is going? Okay. Yeah, so these are the various things you can become in pharmaceutical, sales representative, project managers. I think your people will tell you all as you go ahead in the course, you can move forward. Yeah. Healthcare is the most difficult, chaotic and complex industry to manage and suggest, and suggested that the hospital is altogether the most complex human organization ever devised. Says Philip Kotler. How many people have read Philip Kotler? Nobody has done MBA, you know? Achha, they are straight from their, okay. Research conducted by Harvard University, the Carnegie Foundation and Stanford Research Center has all concluded that 85% of job success comes from having well-developed soft and people skills, and only 15% of job successes come from technical skills and knowledge. 5 minutes after I leave this podium, don't leave my friend Rishi, who is an expert in the soft skills. And I think he's offered to teach a lot of soft skills. Healthcare, especially hospitals. How many of you have got your relatives or friends, at least for the last 1 or 2 years, admitted in hospitals? COVID ke time to bahut tha na. So one of the things which you would have observed in hospital is there is a lot of human interaction. And in that human interaction, what is the most important is the soft skill. I can ask this gentleman, the bearded gentleman who has been smiling at me for a long time. Can you go out for 2 minutes? I can tell him. Another thing I can tell him is, get out. Both mean the same thing. That is soft skill. वो समय के हिसाब से कैसा बात करेगा, आपका स्वर क्या, आपका वर्ड्स क्या, आपका टाइमिंग क्या, you have to learn in healthcare. Healthcare delivery, because you're treating or meeting people who are already aggrieved. उसको किधर तो भी कब्ज का प्रॉब्लम है, या उसको किधर सर दुख रहा है, उसके पर you become a pain because you don't talk properly. That should not happen. Patient and their relatives are always aggrieved. They want to go fast out of the hospital, and they will come and shout at you of a channel, like in my hospital, Zee Marathi hai, पण Zee Sam TV कशाला नहीं? अरे बाबा तू इधर टीवी देखने आया कि ट्रीट करने आया? But उसको टीवी चाहिए. My favorite dialogue is, hospital में there is 50% hospital and 50% hotel. तो 50% hospital is surgical care. इधर दुख रहा था, अभी इसका कम हो गया, इधर स्टिच करना था, वो सब ठीक हो गया. उसके बाद उसके प्रॉब्लम स्टार्ट होते. उसको खाना में बटाटा कम चाहिए, उसको 2-3 चैनल चाहिए, उसको कोई तो भी अच्छा ही नर्स आना चाहिए. So hospital industry is very, very tough. I remember there was a kidney transplant patient from Oman, and I was that time in Kokilaben. So we admitted that patient. He was a 70-year-old person. So he told that I want a full-time nurse. So we kept a full-time nurse in the room, and she was, unfortunately for him, about 60 years old. And at 10 o'clock, he gives me a call. I'm not happy with your services. What is this? I said, what happened? No, I'm not happy with your nursing care. What happened? You send a nurse with 60 years to my room? That time I realized he is now well from his surgery and he wants to think of. So that, on the lighter side, that is what hospital is. He starts thinking that he is in a 5-star hotel. So he wants good food. So counseling and soft skill is going to be very, very important. About Lokmanya, the last few slides. Lokmanya this is a person like your Vishwanath Karatji and Rahul Karatji, a visionary who started this hospital few years back. And today we have the world largest robotic surgeries happening in our hospital. If you want, you can clap for us. So we do about 8,000 robotic, we have already done, 8,000 robotic surgeries, which is the highest number of robotic surgeries done by an individual in the world. And as I speak to you, this gentleman who is with his folded hands to all of you, he is in the US today, designing the best robotic machine for Johnson & Johnson. So we are not only a robotic surgery place, but we also are designers. So you can imagine, out of very few people in Asia, our doctor has been picked up. Somebody is still weakly clapping. You can clap, don't worry. Okay. So we have a multi-specialty chain of hospitals. You can see we have different places. We have hospitals. We are growing into other geographical locations. We have got many talented surgeons, and our high-tech orthopedic treatment is one of the state-of-the-art robotic, as I just mentioned. Now this is a slide which I'm going to skip, but if given time or if given an opportunity by MIT, I would like to take this presentation. It's a 15-slide presentation, how to succeed. How many people want it? So now you be after your dean and your faculty and call me again, and I'll come and give you this lecture. I've given hundreds of these lectures in Indian Institute of Management, Lucknow, Ahmedabad, how to succeed. It's a beautiful, beautiful presentation. So the last slide, have a vision. Lokmanya has got a vision of a healthy India, happy India. Are you willing to join us? Yes. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear the women. Yes. I didn't hear the men. Yes. I did not hear the bearded men. Yes. I didn't hear the spectacle men. Yes. Okay. So thank you for a very, very thank you for your patient listening, and it was fun interacting with you. This was only a trailer. Picture abhi baki hai. So we can do a lot of presentations on different aspects of healthcare and make you all ready to face the world, which is the real school of life. Thank you very much. I thank the entire faculty. I thank everybody who has given me an opportunity to be on the stage and talk to all of you. And I salute each one of you for picking up one of the toughest industry, that is healthcare industry. And I look forward to working with all of you. You can come in all batches to our hospital and visit one of the best hospitals in the world for orthopedics. Thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Mohan Nair, sir. We'll always keep it in mind that if we want to lead, we have to read. And I'm definitely going to read Healer by Pratap Reddy, sir, next. Thank you for the recommendation and your motivation. Next, I would like to...
A very exciting lecture, and Mr. Nayak has been very graceful and has offered to take 20 students as interns in our practice school. So, and this would be continuation of the program. So it doesn't end with just those 20 students, but there would be rotation going ahead. Thank you, sir, for being so graceful and giving this opportunity to our students.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, sir. Please give him a big round of applause. Now I would like to invite Sanjay Upadhyay sir, advisor MITWPU, to say a few words. Just a few seconds, everyone. Hello everyone, please maintain silence. Now we have our next lecturer. Hello everyone, please maintain silence. Now we have Sanjay Upadhyay sir, advisor MITWPU, here with us. So now he will address everyone. Please welcome him.
एंड हेल्थ केयर कर ले रहा हूँ मेरी, इसलिए बैठ के बात करूँगा, सेहत ठीक नहीं है। जो लेक्चर आपने सुना उसका पहला हिस्सा मैं आपके साथ बात करूँगा बीमार नहीं होना है इसलिए क्या करना है, बीमारी के बाद क्या करना है, ये हमने पूरा सुन लिया। The person who is not at ease is diseased. Disease वहाँ तैयार होता है जहाँ अपने मन में at ease नहीं रहते, तब disease तैयार होता है। कोरोना में बहुत सारा ऐसे हुआ। Fear of the disease is the cause of the disease. तो मैं आपके साथ बात करूँगा और I was a magician for 3 years by profession, so I can read your body language. I can read your body clock that you are sitting here from 2 o'clock. So I will not pester you much. थक जाता है आदमी। हेलो, कोई आइडिया नहीं है, मुझे सिग्नल देने का आइडिया नहीं है। My name is Dr. हेलो, क्या करेंगे? कोई मौका है वहाँ पर? नहीं तो मुझे खड़े रह के बात करना पड़ेगा, स्टैंडिंग इंस्ट्रक्शन। तो मिस क्यों हो रहा है हमारे बीच में? जब मैं वहां जाता हूँ, एक तो मुझे एक हाथ बंद करके बात करने की आदत नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं। वेलकम टू MIT। जो पहले साल के स्टूडेंट है उनके लिए स्वागत है, और जो पुराने हैं वो तो सीनियर है, उनको तो सब मालूम है। MIT में 1-2 साल हुए ऐसे कितने जने यहाँ पे? दूसरा साल है, तीसरा साल है। हाँ बहुत सारे हैं। शोरमा कल्चर मालूम है? शोरमा कल्चर, दुर्गा कैफे। देखिए एक बात बोलता हूँ, जब मुझे पूछा जाता है, मैं यहाँ पे मेंटोर करके काम करता हूँ MIT में एज अ हैप्पीनेस कोच। मैं यहाँ वहाँ घूमता रहता हूँ, लोगों को हंसाते रहता हूँ। स्माइल इज द शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू पीपल। तो वो मैं सिखाता हूँ लोगों को हंसाने के लिए, हंसने के लिए। और ये भगवान ने मुझे ट्रिब्यूट जो दिया है उसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करता हूँ। तो ट्रिब्यूट को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने का तरीका क्या है, और हम खुद कैसे खुश रहेंगे। अबे अस्पताल में वो क्या कहते हैं उसको, हॉस्पिटैलिटी है ना, उसमें भी हॉस्पिटल है। सेहत अच्छी रखनी है तो मन प्रसन्न रखना है, मन प्रसन्न है तो तन प्रसन्न है। करेक्ट? पाँव गरम, क्या समझे? पाँव गरम, पेट नरम, दिमाग ठंडा, डॉक्टर को मारो डंडा, ऐसी कहावत है। और ये कैसे मुमकिन हो सकता है? मुमकिन हो सकता है, लेकिन उसके लिए आपको साधना करनी होगी खुश रहने की, प्रसन्न रहने की। मन करा रहे प्रसन्न, मन खुश रखना होगा। डर किस बात का है? अब यस, एक बस होगी। हम मृत्यु तो टाल नहीं सकते, जब लिखा है वो लिखा है। यमराज जा रहा था, जैसे यमराज जा रहा है उसने देखा एक पेड़ पे एक तोता बैठा है, और यमराज तो अभी मृत्यु की देवता है, वो तोते की तरफ देखे जोर से चिल्लाता है ये नामुमकिन है, तो तोता डर जाता है। साक्षात मृत्यु की देवता मेरी तरफ देखे ये कह रहे कि ये नामुमकिन है, तो डर गया बेचारा। वापस कहा उसने, नहीं ये हो ही नहीं सकता, ऐसे जोर से जैसे कहा यमराज ने, तोता वहां से चल पड़ा। और डरा था इसलिए बहुत ऊंचाई पे गया। वहां पे उसे ईगल मिला, गरुड़। गरुड़ ने कहा अरे तोते ये तेरा एरिया नहीं है, ये एल्टीट्यूड तेरा नहीं है, तू यहाँ क्या कर रहा है? तो बोलता है वो यमराज मेरी तरफ देखे कह रहा है कि ये नामुमकिन है, ये नामुमकिन है, तो डर के मारे मैं यहाँ आ गया। तो फिर गरुड़ कहता है यार, अभी गरुड़ है भगवान विष्णु का वाहन है, तो उसने कहा कि यार उसको आदत है ऐसे छोटे छोटे पंछियों को, जानवरों को डराने की, तू चिंता मत कर, तू मेरे कंधे पे बैठ, मैं तुझे ऐसी जगह जाके छिपाता हूँ कि यमराज क्या उसके पिताश्री भी कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे। तो बिल्कुल 5 मिनट में गरुड़ ने उसको कंधे पे ले लिया और हिमालय की गुफा में जाके छुपा दिया। जब गरुड़ वापस आ रहा तो यमराज रास्ते में मिला। तो गरुड़ ने पूछा यमराज से, अरे यार उस छोटे तोते को क्यों डरा रहा था पागल, हिम्मत है तो मुझे डरा? तो यमराज ने कहा मैं कहाँ डरा रहा था उसको, फिर तू क्या कह रहा था उसकी तरफ देखे ये नामुमकिन है, ये नामुमकिन है, ये कैसे हो सकता है? तब यमराज ने कहा नहीं, मैं ये सोच रहा था कि इस तोते का मृत्यु अगले 5 मिनट में हिमालय में लिखा है, ये कैसे मुमकिन है? कहने का तात्पर्य यह है कि गरुड़ ने जो बड़े दिल से मदद की तोते को, वो तोते को नहीं की मदद की यमराज को ही की, जहां मृत्यु था वहां उसे ले गया। देखिए मनुष्य की जिंदगी की तरफ इस तरह से देखना है तो स्पिरिचुअल कैनवास होना है। आपको करियर बनाना है हेल्थ केयर में, मानता हूं, लेकिन उसके पीछे जो कैनवास है वो कैनवास क्या होना चाहिए उसके बारे में मैं आपके साथ बात करूंगा, क्योंकि दुनिया बदलती है। दुनिया इतनी बदलती है कि एक ज़माना था अमेरिका से मैसेज आया था कि 150 120 फास्टिंग 120 और पोस्ट लंच 150 ये शुगर अच्छी है। अब वहाँ से चेंज हो गया, वो आप बोलते हैं 120 और 90, और हमने मान लिया, और सडनली करोड़ नंबर में लोग सडनली डायबिटिक हो गए एक निर्णय से। तो हमें ये भी देखना है कि मार्केट सज्जन है क्या। अगर मार्केटिंग में जाना है तो ये इंडस्ट्री भी सज्जन है क्या, ये भी देखना पड़ेगा ना। तो हमें उसमें सज्जन भी बनने पड़ेंगे बार बार। तो एक ही ऐसे ही बात सुनी थी किसी हॉस्पिटल में कि वो आदमी मर गया था लेकिन उसको वेंटिलेटर पे रखा था।
फिर बाजू वाले वेंटिलेटर पे था, उसने मैसेज दिया उसके रिश्तेदार को कि यार 8-10 दिन हो गए, अगर वो जिंदा रहता तो उसके नाखून बढ़ते थे, नाखून बढ़ नहीं रहे लेकिन उसको वेंटिलेटर पे लगे इसका बिल बढ़ा दिया। अब ये क्रूरता है ना, ये क्रूरता है। तो हर एक इंडस्ट्री में ये रहेगा, सज्जन और दुर्जन का इकट्ठा आना। फिर सज्जनों की संख्या अगर ज़्यादा हो जाएगी तो अच्छा होगा, और इसलिए आप लोगों को संभालना है। आप लोगों को जिस इंडस्ट्री में जा रहे हो आप, दवाई की इंडस्ट्री, तो वो दवाई की इंडस्ट्री जो है उसमें जाने के लिए पहले कैनवास समझ लो, समाज का कैनवास क्या हो चुका है, वो कैसे बदला हुआ है। सब उल्टा हो चुका है। पहले ज़माने में ब्लैक बोर्ड था, वो सफ़ेद हो गया, चौक सफ़ेद था वो काला हो गया, कुछ चेंज हो गया तो फैड बोल रहे हैं, पिताजी को डैड बोल रहे हैं, टेस्ट को यम्मी बोल रहे हैं, माँ को मम्मी बोल रहे हैं। करियर जिस कैनवास से बन रहा है वो कैनवास देखो उतना अच्छा नहीं है जितना आप समझ रहे हो। चपाती को फ्रैंकी बोल रहे हैं, रुमाल को हैंकी बोल रहे हैं, पीस को सीस बोल रहे हैं, बहन को सीस बोल रहे हैं, शांति को पीस बोल रहे हैं। सब कुछ उल्टा पुल्टा हो गया। और इस बैकग्राउंड पे हमें करियर करना है। उसमें पॉलिटिक्स आ गया, उसमें कल्चरल चेंज आ गया, पॉलिटिकल जर्नी आ गई हमारे देश की। आज ही हमने 11 बजे राष्ट्रगीत गाया, 1947 टू AK-47। करेक्ट। कल्चरल जर्नी क्या हुआ है हमारा? दिल एक मंदिर से दिल तो पागल है। दिल एक मंदिर, प्यार करने का तरीका भी इतना सैंक्टिटी के साथ था, सज्जनता के साथ था, इसलिए पिक्चर का नाम दिल एक मंदिर रखा जाता था। अब मेंटल हॉस्पिटल में गए सब, दिल तो पागल है करके, है ना? तो संभलना, ये इतना सिंपल नहीं है करियर बनना। इट इज़ वो मैथमेटिक्स में नहीं है, गणित के पीछे अगणित है, वो अगणित समझ लो, मन का अगणित समझ लो, अपनी ज़िंदगी का गणित समझ लो, फिर बात आ गई, फिर मज़ा आएगा करियर बनाने में। फिर अपने आप दवाइयाँ आप तैयार करोगे। अगर मेरी बात अच्छी नहीं लग रही है तो अभी भी आप मोबाइल पे देख सकते हो खुद के SMS। एक बात ध्यान में रखो, 3 साल तक आई वॉज अ प्रोफेशनल मैजिशियन। ऑडियंस के जीरो लुक कहते हैं हम लोग, स्टेज से जीरो लुक है, लेकिन मैं पकड़ता हूँ कि अभी 15 सेकंड पहले मोबाइल कौन देख रही थी, उसको मैं देख रहा था। ठीक है, लेकिन दैट इज़ माई फेलियर, इट इज़ नॉट हर फेलियर। मैं भी मानता हूँ 2 बजे से बैठे हो आप, इतना सुनने की आदत ही नहीं है। ह्यूमन एनाटोमी में अब क्या खत्म होते जा रहा है? कान खत्म होते जा रहे हैं और आइज पावरफुल होते जा रहे हैं, है ना? ऐसे हो रहा है। डार्विन का थियरी क्या है? जिस अवयव का उपयोग नहीं वो झड़ जाता है। अभी थोड़े और 100 साल के बाद देखो बिना कान के आदमी दिखाई देगा। क्यों? किसी की सुननी ही नहीं है। वो नहीं सुनते नहीं, इसलिए PPT लगता है। सिर्फ सुनते नहीं है कान। भगवद गीता में कृष्ण कहता है तत्सुनो, मेरी बात सुनो। क्यों? एक ही ऑर्गन ये है ह्यूमन एनाटोमी में जो बंद नहीं कर सकते आप। बाय ऑर्डर यू कैन नॉट क्लोज इट। अब बदबू आ गई, सांस रोक सकते हो, वस्तु चीज़ गर्म है तो स्पर्श रोक सकते हो, डायबिटीज है रसना रोक सकते हो शुगर खाने से, कान नहीं बंद कर सकते। आइटम सॉन्ग चल रहा है, आंख बंद कर सकते हो। मैं कोई करता नहीं, लेकिन कान नहीं बंद कर सकते, कान नहीं बंद। और दैट इज वाई दिस इज द ओनली ऑर्गन इन द ह्यूमन बॉडी विच इज डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड विथ योर बिहेवियर। और इसलिए घर में भी कहते हैं ना, माँ कहती है 10 बार कहा लेकिन सुनती कहाँ है? वो सुनती कहाँ? ये सुनती क्यों आया वहाँ पे? सुनने की बात क्यों आ गई? क्योंकि वो आचरण की बात है। डायरेक्ट रिलेशन बिटवीन द ह्यूमन बिहेवियर एंड ये ज्ञानेंद्रिय तुम्हारा ईयर्स। तो ये इसको संभालना है, इसको संभालना है। सबसे अच्छा करियर अगर बनाना है MIT में, कौन से भी साल में पढ़ते हो आप, जब तक आप पैसा नहीं कमाते तब तक प्यार मत करो। मैं अभी कंटिन्यूसली मेरे इंडक्शन चल रहे हैं ना, बहुत सारे इंडक्शन चल रहे हैं मेरे MIT में। ये सेंटेंस कहने के बाद उनका कहना है अरे यार हम उसी के लिए तो आए हैं और ये बंदा कह रहा है प्यार मत करो करके, कैसे चलेगा? नहीं, सच कह रहा, सच कह रहा। अच्छा करियर का मैथमेटिक्स तो आपको सिखाने वाले बहुत सारे बैठे हैं, उसके पीछे जो कैनवास है वो कैनवास इंपॉर्टेंट है। जिंदगी बर्बाद मत करो। मैंने प्यार नहीं किया इसलिए मैं खुश हूं आज। मैं जब पहले दिन कॉलेज निकला तब मेरे पिताजी ने मुझे बुलाया और पिताजी ने हिंदी सिनेमा का एक गाना के 2 लाइनें मुझे सुनाई और मोटरसाइकिल लेके जा रहा था। आई वॉज अ खो-खो प्लेयर, सो एथलीट था एकदम, बिल्कुल आज भी हूँ। लेकिन पिताजी ने कहा देखो गोरे गोरे गालों वाले और काले काले बालों वाले अभी गए। जिंदगी में ध्यान रखो, जब माँ हाथ घुमाती है ना सर पे तब बाल आते हैं, और जब पत्नी घुमाती है सब चले जाते हैं। पिताजी ने मुझसे कहा कि संजय हट्टे कट्टे हो, गोरे गोरे हो, काले बाल है, मोटरसाइकिल लेके जा रहे हो, अगर कॉलेज में किसी लड़की ने कहा फैंटास्टिक तो उससे दूर रहो। दैट वाज द फर्स्ट एडवाइस आई रिसीव्ड एंड मैंने इम्प्लीमेंट किया, वो जिंदगी भर इम्प्लीमेंट किया मैं। कहने का मतलब क्या है कि करियर कब खराब हो जाएगा मालूम नहीं पड़ता है। एक दूसरी बात, अपनी ओनरशिप दूसरे के हाथ में क्यों देना है? सही है ना? मुझे जब पूछा गया कॉलेज में, सब लड़कों ने पूछा संजय तुझे गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं है क्या? मैं बोला नहीं है। फिर क्या फायदा है? मतलब सबसे ज्यादा फायदा मुझे ही है। तो बोलते क्यों? मैं बोला मैं सब लड़कियों से बात कर सकता हूँ। क्या है, अगर गर्लफ्रेंड है और आप किसी दूसरी लड़की के साथ बात करते हुए दिखाई दिए तो वो कौन थी? शुरू, फिर 15 दिन के बाद ब्रेकअप, है ना? जिंदगी बड़ी अच्छी, फिलहाल कैनवास इतना अच्छा नहीं है जो आप सोच रहे हो। जैसे प्रोजेक्ट किया जाएगा, एजुकेशनल एकेडमिक पिक्चर बहुत ही अच्छा प्रोजेक्ट किया जाएगा MIT में, लेकिन कैंपस के बाहर जो है ना वहाँ गड़बड़ है। मेरे ज़माने में मैं हॉट एंड कोल्ड ये शब्द जो थे गीजर पे लिखे हुए थे। ये अभी मनुष्य को लगाने लगे तो क्या है? पी रहे कोल्ड कॉफी पी रहे हैं और हॉट देख रहे हैं, ऐसा चलता है बाहर। और कितने बार ऐसे होता है, वो देखते हैं स्ट्रॉ इधर जाता है। ये करियर बनाने का रास्ता नहीं है दोस्तों। मैं बीकॉम हूँ, डिप्लोमा इन बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट, फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट में गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट हूँ, इंडियन मर्चेंट चैम्बर, डिप्लोमा इन कंप्यूटर साइंस, रैंक होल्डर इन मैथमेटिक्स। देन आई डिड माय MA इन एंटायर मराठी, मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी में रिसर्च में पहला हूँ। देन आई डिड माय PhD, मतलब फ्रीडम फाइटर सावरकर की बायोग्राफी मैंने पोएटिक फॉर्म में लिखी, 5500 लाइन्स है, उस किताब को डॉक्टरेट मिली, वैसे मैं डॉक्टर हूँ। आई डिड टेक्सटाइल डिजाइनिंग कोर्स व्हेन आई वाज डूइंग जूनियर बीकॉम। आई वर्क विद कैनरा बैंक फॉर 16 years. आई प्लेड टाइम शील्ड क्रिकेट। I played time shield cricket, then I played Mumbai League billiards and snookers. I used to give discourse on ETV Marathi early morning at 6 to 6:30 on Bhagavad Gita. What a variety of life. क्यों? प्यार नहीं किया। करेक्ट? मनुष्य हो, अच्छा दिमाग है ना, तो वहाँ कहाँ वेस्ट कर रहे हो रात को 2 बजे तक समझाते हुए ब्रेकअप का पैचअप। और माँ बोल रही है सैंडविच के साथ केचप दे दो क्या? अगर माँ अंदर आ गई तो चद्दर रोड के अंदर आ। अरे यार, नहीं सच कह रहा हूं मैं। इट इज नॉट ऑर्थोडॉक्स थॉट, आई एम टेलिंग यू, आई एम एडवाइजिंग यू। वेस्टर्नाइजेशन इज नॉट मॉडर्नाइजेशन। वी आर अंडर द रॉन्ग इंप्रेशन कि वेस्टर्नाइजेशन इज मॉडर्नाइजेशन। वो नहीं है, गलत बात है ये। और हमें सब सोशल मीडिया पे वो वेस्टर्न 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 ही आ रहा है बार बार। और लॉर्ड मैकॉले ने हमको यही सिखाया है भारतीय लोगों को कि एवरीथिंग यूरोपियन इज बेटर देन इंडियन, ऐसा नहीं है। आप आयुर्वेद पढ़ो, आयुर्वेद में भी दवाइयाँ हैं। आप सुश्रुत को पढ़ो, वहाँ भी दवाइयाँ हैं, अच्छी दवाइयाँ हैं। मुझे जब वो क्या कहते हो, नागिन, नागिन क्या अंग्रेजी में बोलते उसको, हार्पिस, हार्पिस। मुझे जब हार्पिस हुआ था तो हमारे फैमिली डॉक्टर थे, माय एल्डर ब्रदर इज एमडी फिजिशियन, तो वो डॉक्टर मुझे कहता है कि बड़े भाई को नहीं बोलेगा क्या? मैं बोला नहीं बोलूँगा। क्या है? बोले गावठी अंडा रहता है ना, मतलब देसी अंडा नहीं, गावठी अंडा, उसका सफ़ेद हिस्सा निकाल कर उसमें सेंदूर डालकर उसकी पेस्ट उधर लगा दो। अभी मेरा, मैं खाने के पीने का नहीं है ना, कुछ लगाएगा। और 1.5 दिन में मैं ठीक हो गया। वहाँ से बड़े भाई ने दवाई अब फ़ोन पे बताई थी, वो भी मैं ले रहा था, लेकिन ये लगाने के बाद जब देखने आया भाई तो लिटरली 1.5-2 दिन में वो ठीक हो गया। ऐसा ठीक हो गया, पूछो मत, नहीं तो हार्पिस इतने जल्दी ठीक नहीं होता है, लेकिन वो ठीक हो गया। अब बड़े भाई को गुस्सा है। जब मैंने बोला कि क्या किया तूने, मैं बोला डॉक्टर जोशी ने मुझे ये बोला था और उसने कहा था कि बड़े भाई को मत बोलो, वो नाराज़ हो जाएगा, तो वो गुस्सा गया। अभी मुझे फ़ोन ही नहीं करने का वापस, ऐसे बड़े भाई ने बोला, कुछ बीमार पड़ गया तो। लेकिन 3 महीने के बाद उसका ही फ़ोन है, संजय वो क्या था मेडिसिन किसी पेशेंट को बोलना है। व्हाट आई मीन टू से इज, ये एग्जाम्पल इसलिए दे रहा हूँ मैं आपको कि ये फोकस मत करो, क्लोज मत करो खुद को। ये इंडस्ट्री ऐसी है, जब इसलिए भारत में क्या है, भारत का साइंस क्या कहता है, उस पर भी दिमाग लगा देना, ऐसी मेरी आपसे विनती है। यहाँ लाइब्रेरी है, मुझे कांटेक्ट करो, मैं आपको किताब ला के दूंगा। अगर संस्कृत नहीं आती तो संस्कृत का पढ़ाने का भी इंतज़ाम करूंगा। लेकिन आयुर्वेद की जो रसशाला है, मतलब फार्मेसी है, उसका भी अभ्यास करो ना, क्यों नहीं करना है? हिंदुस्तान राष्ट्रगीत सिर्फ गाने से नहीं होगा ना, सिर्फ गाने से नहीं बात बनेगी। आज यहाँ से लोग वहाँ जाते हैं। आपने, मुझे स्कूल में कई बार पनिशमेंट हुई थी, ये क्या होमवर्क नहीं किया इसलिए ऐसी पनिशमेंट हुई थी। आज जाओ यूट्यूब पे, अमेरिका उसको बेच रही है पावर योगा करके। हाँ, वेरी ब्यूटीफुल एंड अट्रैक्टिव लेडी सेइंग कम ऑन टेक योर राइट हैंड, hold your left lobe, take your left hand, hold your right lobe and just go down. मैं बोला यार ये तो पनिशमेंट हमारे यहाँ पे थी। वो क्यों थी पनिशमेंट? वो दिमाग तेज होने का ही कारण रहेगा उस समय। हमें बताया नहीं गया, लेकिन कारण तो वही होगा ना। इस तरह से अभिमान रखो, ढूंढ निकालो क्या है वो, केमिस्ट्री क्या है, क्यों शादी में हल्दी क्यों लगाते हैं, उसकी केमिस्ट्री ढूंढ निकालो। लैबोरेटरी में काम करोगे तो ये पीला कलर क्यों लगाना है हल्दी का, उसके पीछे क्या साइंस है। कलर रेजेस एंड देयर इफेक्ट्स ऑन ह्यूमन बॉडी, इसका अभ्यास हमारे यहाँ हुआ है। मंत्र योग समीक्षा नाम का ग्रंथ है, उसमें लिखा हुआ है कि जो पारिवारिक लोग हैं वो तो संन्यास कलर नहीं ले सकते, मतलब सैफरन कलर नहीं पहन सकते, लेकिन जो पारिवारिक है इसलिए उनके ऊपर पीला कलर का अगर वस्त्र आ जाएगा तो खून का रंग लाल है, ऊपर पीला रंग आ जाएगा तो सैफरन कलर रेजेस बाहर निकलते हैं और वो रेजेस मन में विकल्प नहीं आने देते। मतलब शादी के समय अगर हल्दी लगा दी तो हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ बैठे हैं होने वाले, उनके मन में वो जो पूजा चल रही है उसके ही बारे में मन में भाव होने चाहिए, ना कि हनीमून के। हाँ नहीं तो बेचारा होने वाला हस्बैंड ऐसा, उसका कंधा ऐसा खुला है ऐसे, और बस पूजा बोल रहा है और लड़की उधर ही देख रही है कि व्हाट आई मीन टू से, नो चाह नको मला, और मुझे अभी नहीं चाहिए चाय। जब मैं ये जो मजा है वो ज़्यादा अच्छे चाय से, नहीं तो ये क्या हो गया, कॉर्पोरेट स्टाइल आ गया इसमें। आई डोंट नीड, मुझे आपसे आपके दिल से दोस्ती करनी है तो फिर मैं यहाँ पे काम आऊँगा आपके एज अ मेंटर ऑफ MIT एंड स्टूडेंट्स। खैर, व्हाट आई मीन टू से अल्टीमेटली इज दिस दैट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड कि भारत, ये कॉम्बिनेशन करो वेस्टर्न साइंस और यहाँ का साइंस, यहाँ से वहाँ से यहाँ, ऐसे जब चल रहा है तब हमारे यहाँ पे है ना कलर रेजेस का जो मैंने बोला, वही प्रोफेसर वारा एल्डर फ्रॉम न्यूयॉर्क, उसने 27 अस्पताल में वो संशोधन किया और जो दिमाग के तौर पे डिस्टर्ब थे उन लोगों को सैफरन कलर के यूनिफॉर्म दिए 50% लोगों को, एंड ही प्रूव्ड इट इन न्यूयॉर्क यूनिवर्सिटी दैट सैफरन कलर रेजेस फायदेमंद है और ये पेशेंट जल्दी अच्छे हो गए. एंड ही गॉट द PhD देयर इन न्यूयॉर्क यूनिवर्सिटी. क्लेमिंग टाइटल वाज कलर रेजेस एंड देयर इफेक्ट्स ऑन ह्यूमन बॉडी. हमारे पास है हमारे यहाँ, लेकिन हमने ढूंढा ही नहीं. हमें किसी ने कहा भी नहीं है ढूंढो, क्योंकि मैकॉले, लॉर्ड मैकॉले, उसने फिक्स कर दिया है सब हमारे यहाँ. बाहर आ जाओ उसमें से, जल्दी आप लोग आओगे तो मज़ा आएगा. दवाइयों में अगर हिंदुस्तान का ये कैनवास आप ले आओगे लोगों के सामने तो मज़ा आएगा. अपने आप ये बाहर से आने वाले लोग चुप हो जाएंगे. उस समय क्या था सुश्रुत के पास, पहली सर्जरी की तब उसके पास क्या था, कैसे की होगी उस समय. आज भी मेरे पास फोटो है, मैं इनके पास भेजता हूँ, टीचर्स के पास भेज देता हूँ, मैडम के पास. अपना जो ब्रेन है वो ब्रेन का ऐसा फोटो मेरे पास है, नीचे से निकाला हुआ. एंड इट हैपेंस लाइक गणपति. बिल्कुल, मतलब इतना रेप्लिका है गणपति का, उसका जो 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 हिस्सा है ब्रेन का वो वहाँ का वहाँ ऐसे आता है. ये केवल श्रद्धा की बात नहीं थी, ये शास्त्र की भी बात थी. और ये समझ लो, इतनी विनती करने में आया हूँ आज कि ये शास्त्र की बात है. तो हमारे यहाँ पे कोपरनिकस ने कहा 1543 में सूरज स्थिर है और बाकी सब घूम रहे करके, और हमने मान लिया कि उसने ढूंढ निकाला. उसने नहीं ढूंढ निकाला. ध्येय सदा सवितृ मंडल मध्यवर्ती नारायण सरसिजा सन सन्निविष्टा केयूरवान मकर कुंडलवान, ये पूरा संस्कृत श्लोक है सूरज का. वहाँ क्या कहता है, सवितृ मंडल मध्यवर्ती. क्या है, मंडल मध्यवर्ती. मध्यवर्ती एडजेक्टिव है सूरज का. संत ज्ञानेश्वर जी ने भी ज्ञानेश्वरी में लिखा है, उदय अस्ताचनी प्रमाणे सूर्याचे न चालता चालणे. सूर्याचे न चालता चालणे मतलब क्या है, लेकिन हमें मालूम नहीं, हमारी धरोहर हमें मालूम नहीं. दैट इज व्हाट डॉक्टर विश्वनाथ कराड इज डूइंग. दैट इज व्हाई दिस इंस्टीट्यूट इज ऑलवेज बेटर देन अदर इंस्टीट्यूट्स, बिकॉज इट इज एस्टैब्लिश्ड बाय अ प्रोफेसर एंड नॉट अ पॉलिटिशियन और नॉट अ बिजनेसमैन. एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट 1983 में जब तैयार हुई है, तो आप कल्पना करो, इंजीनियरिंग इंस्टीट्यूट है, पहला वर्कशॉप तैयार किया. दूसरी इमारत कौन सी तैयार की होगी, दूसरी इमारत है, यहाँ से उल्टे पीछे जाओगे ना तो लेफ्ट साइड में कुश्ती का अखाड़ा है. अब जाओ बच्चे लोग वहाँ पे कुश्ती खेलो जाके, फिर ये जो दवाई है ना उसकी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. हाँ, पंजाबी समोसा खा रहे हो, किसी में जिंटैक 150 रेंटैक ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. हाँ, वो खाने की ताकत आ जाएगी अपने शरीर में. क्योंकि आज का मेडिकल वर्ड जो है वो प्रूफ लेके क्या हुआ है बोलता है. डायग्नोसिस कैसे हुआ है लेबोरेटरी पे डिपेंड करता है. अभी कोविड में मेरे दोस्त ने 2 जगह पे लगातार, एक में पॉजिटिव आया एक में नेगेटिव आया. ऐसे क्यों हुआ, अगर एक ही आना था तो. और अभी बच्चे लोगों को, अभी आपको कोविड मालूम है ना, हाँ मालूम है, वीड मालूम है, वीड है मालूम, मुझे मालूम है. आपकी हिम्मत नहीं कहने की है. वाई यू स्पॉइलिंग योर हेल्थ. हेल्थ केयर तो हुक्का छोड़ दो. ये क्या मॉडर्नाइजेशन है क्या करके. जहाँ लंग्स में हवा चाहिए वहाँ पे धुआं लेके क्या करोगे, जिंदगी धुआं हो जाएगी. या तबीयत देखो, दुर्गा कैफे के पास में कई बच्चे लोग देखता हूँ ऐसे पाँव हैं, ऐसे टी शर्ट भी यहाँ तक, ये इधर कुछ नहीं है, इधर है, और ऊपर से तेल लगा के स्पाइक्स. ये रोंगटे बोरो क्यों कर रहे हो. रोंगटे मतलब क्या, गूज बम्स ऐसा कुछ बोलते हैं ना उसको. वो अंदर से आने चाहिए ना, संवेदनशील मन का नतीजा है वो. ऑयल लगा के थोड़े खड़े करते हैं ऐसे. वो कंपास बॉक्स में करकटक रहता है ना, वैसी तबीयत. भागने के लिए भी ताकत नहीं है अगर कुछ लफड़ा हो गया तो. फिर हेल्थ केयर लगेगी ना, हेल्थ केयर लगेगी. कैंसर मेरा क्या हुआ, अच्छा कुछ मुझे लगा सिग्नल है क्या. मैं रुक रहा हूँ और 3 मिनट 3-4 मिनट. देखो क्या, जहाँ तक कैंसर की बात है किसी ने ये सोचा है कि ये क्यों होता है. उसकी दवाई नहीं है कह रहे सब. क्यों होता है, उसकी वजह तंबाकू से होता है. लेकिन तंबाकू क्यों खाता है आदमी, और पीछे जाओ. इट्स अ साइकोलॉजिकल प्रोसेस. तंबाकू मुझे खाने को दिल करता है, उसके पीछे कैंसर छुपा हुआ है. तंबाकू खाने में तो है ही, चूना लगा के यहाँ के जो वेन्स है वो डॉर्मेंट हो जाएंगे और फिर कैंसर बढ़ता जाएगा वहाँ पे। लेकिन ये तो बात की बात है कि पहले क्या है। मराठी में बहुत अच्छा प्रोवर्ब है, त्याला म्हणतात वो आतल्या गाठीचा माणूस. क्या बोले? आतल्या गाठीचा माणूस. ये आतली गाठ क्या है? इसका मतलब है जब बात हुई ब्रेस्ट कैंसर की, मैं तो कहता हूँ, मैंने डायरेक्ट शंकराचार्य को मिला था चेंबूर में जाके, उनसे कहा था कि हमारे शादी के पूरे रिचुअल्स में एक रिचुअल ऐसा रखो कि जो 3 महीने तक चलता रहेगा, और 3 महीने तक, शादी के बाद 3 महीने तक हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ हनीमून नहीं जा पाएंगे, ऐसा रिचुअल तैयार करो. तो बोले क्यों? मतलब जहाँ अरेंज मैरिज है वहाँ लड़की की हालत ख़राब होती है. जहाँ अभी तक मन नहीं इकट्ठा आया वहाँ पे तन सरेंडर करना पड़ता है दूसरे दिन शादी के बाद जाके हनीमून में, और फिर ज़िंदगी भर गुलामी बन के रहना है, क्योंकि तन सरेंडर कर दे, आप बचा ही नहीं, पिताजी बोलते तू वही रहे. दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम वेयर जिंदगी भर आप घुटन से महसूस करते रहोगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली तुम्हारे ब्लड सर्कुलेशन को जो खुलापन चाहिए वो नहीं आता. फिर यू पुल बैक, एक स्ट्रीम जो है खून की वो पीछे खींचते खींचते वो एक्यूमुलेट हो जाती है, और फिर वो पैदा होता है आदमी आतल्या गाठीचा माणूस. तो मेरा कहना है कि क्या हम हमारे मन को खुलकर बात कर सकते हैं, खुलकर बोल सकते हैं. ब्लड प्रेशर नॉर्मल हो 120/80, 120/80 क्या कहता है ब्लड प्रेशर? मान्य कर लो, ब्लड प्रेशर ये कहता है कि संजय उपाध्याय तुझे बराबर 100 कभी मिलने वाले नहीं है, कभी 20 ज़्यादा मिलेंगे, कभी 20 कम मिलेंगे, कभी 20 ज़्यादा मिलेंगे, कभी 20 कम मिलेंगे. 120/80, 120/80. ईसीजी कैसे आता है अपना? ईसीजी नीचे 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 के पॉइंट भी मान्य कर लो, फिर खुशी हो जाएगी. जो आदमी कहता है नहीं मुझे परफेक्ट चाहिए 100, उसका ईसीजी सीधा आता है. और लोग उसको सीधे ले जाते हैं उसको. मन पे काबू रखो, फिर बीमारी नहीं आएगी. मन पे काबू रखो. येणे सुखे रुचे एकांताचा वास, नाही गुणदोष अंगा है. तो तुकाराम महाराज कहते हैं जब क्वारंटाइन हो गए तो खुश रहो. क्वारंटाइन में सब WT करके बैठे थे क्वारंटाइन में, वाकड़ तोड़. अरे यार आपने HDFC के इंस्टॉलमेंट भरना है, इंस्टॉलमेंट भरना है, इंस्टॉलमेंट इसे पट कर रहे थे हर महीने. अभी आपने इंस्टॉलमेंट भर के घर लिया है तो उस घर में आपको ही खुशी नहीं है? हाँ, ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? चलो बाकी जो मनुष्य है अपने परिवार में उसका सिलेक्शन तो तुम नहीं किया है. जिंदगी की तरफ हंसकर देखो. फिर ये अपने आप ये 1.5 घंटे का प्रेजेंटेशन 1 घंटे का हो जाएगा, फिर 40 मिनट का हो जाएगा. आप हंस के जियो और देखो मैं बोल रहा हूँ वो सच है. और यही मौका है अभी इस उम्र में, ये हंस के जीने का मजा है. चलो लास्ट पॉइंट. मैं खुश रहता हूँ 50% क्योंकि मैं जिंदा हूँ. पहली बात, भारतीय शास्त्र में 4 तरह के मृत्यु दिए हैं. पहला मृत्यु है दैनिक मृत्यु. जो आप रात को सोते हो ना उसे दैनिक मृत्यु कहा है, क्योंकि मृत्यु के बाद आप करते हो आपको पता नहीं, और नींद के बाद आप क्या करते हो आपको पता नहीं. मेरी शादी होने के बाद ये मोबाइल जब आए, शूटिंग वाले मोबाइल आए, तब तक मेरा और मेरे बीवी का झगड़ा होता था. बीवी कहती थी तुम खराटे मारते हो, और मैं कहता मैं बिल्कुल खराटे नहीं मारता, लेकिन मुझे पता नहीं लगता था नींद में मैं क्या करता हूँ. वो 50% दैनिक मृत्यु. खुश मैं आज जिंदा हूँ. दूसरा मृत्यु बोला है वो है अवस्थान्तर. अवस्थान्तर मतलब एक अवस्था मर गई. बाल्य का युवा हो गया, युवा का प्रौढ़ हो गया, प्रौढ़ का वृद्ध हो गया, एक अवस्था मरते गई. तीसरा मृत्यु अज्ञान का मृत्यु, द डेथ ऑफ इनोसेंस. 5, 6 या 30. एक बार मुझे मालूम पड़ा तो मैं उल्टा पीछे नहीं जा सकता. और चौथा मृत्यु हम रेगुलर मतलब हम मरते हैं. वो व्हाट आई मीन टू से इज कि मैं खुश हूँ 50% क्योंकि मैं जिंदा हूँ, नंबर 1. दूसरा, आज रात को दैनिक मृत्यु आने तक मुझे खाने पीने के लिए सब मिलने वाला है. आपको मिलने वाला है आज रात तक. कोई प्रॉब्लम है अभी कि रात को कैसे मिलेगा खाना, ऐसा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं मालूम है. चलो 25% वो अंदर आ गया. 75% मैं खुश हूँ. 20% मेरा ही जैसी करनी वैसी बनी, मैंने जो कल किया वो वापस आएगा. हाँ, वो बाहर जाके उधर चिकन चीज शोरमा कल्चर तिखा ऐसे करते और दूसरे दिन परमेश्वरा का क्या संबंध है? ये तुम्हारी करनी है कल की. तो वो 20%. 95% किसी भी मनुष्य को WT करने का अधिकार ही नहीं है, मतलब आंकड़ों करने का। 5% नसीब पे छोड़ दो, 5%। भगवत गीता में 20% कहा है भगवान कृष्ण ने, दैव चैवात्र पंचमम ऐसे कहता है 18वें अध्याय में, लेकिन मैं तो 5% कहता हूँ। भगवान कृष्ण बोल रहे हैं तू बोल बिंदास 5%, तेरा नाम संजय है। अभी ये जो साइलेंस है ना तुम्हारा, ये जो बात बोल रहे थे ना अभी, लीड करना है तो रीड करो। अभी मैंने जब कहा कि कृष्ण ने मुझे कहा कि तू बोल बेधड़क 5% क्योंकि तेरा नाम संजय है, इसमें इस मेरे आंसर में आपको कुछ मालूम नहीं है, इसलिए आप कंप्यूटर के जैसे हैंग हो गए कि इसमें क्या है संजय करके। लेकिन महाभारत की भगवत गीता संजय ने धृतराष्ट्र को बताई दिव्य दृष्टि से, जो कृष्ण ने अर्जुन से कही वो गीता संजय ने धृतराष्ट्र से कही। तो संजय ये दूत रहा। भगवत गीता की शुरुआत ही मेरे नाम से होती है, संजय उवाच करके, इसलिए मुझे वो ज़्यादा प्यारी है। अपना नाम दिखाई देगा तो मज़ा आता है ना। हाँ, वो मतलब पूरा जंग पकड़ा हुआ टैंकर भी दिखाई देता है ना मुझे, संजय वाटर सप्लायर। अब मैं खुश रहता हूँ, किसी को मैं पानी पिला रहा हूँ। तो मृत्यु की जो बात है 95% अपने हाथ में। खुश रहो, प्रसन्न रहो। ये लड़का मिला इसलिए मैं खुश हूँ, ये लड़की मिली इसलिए मैं खुश हूँ, ये मोबाइल आया iPhone 13 पिताजी ने दिया इसलिए मैं खुश हूँ। हाँ, खुशी बाहर से नहीं अंदर आनी चाहिए। खुशी अंदर से बाहर लेके जाओ, फिर मेडिसिन बाहर से अंदर आना कम हो जाएगा। अच्छा खाना खाओ, अच्छा खाना खाओ। अगर अच्छा खाना नहीं खाया, अच्छा मजबूत खाना नहीं खाया, तो फिर दवाइयाँ खाने की तरह खानी पड़ती है। तो दवाइयाँ अभी आप कहोगे अरे हमारे धंधे पे गड़बड़ हो रहा है, दवाई नहीं खाएंगे तो हम फार्मेसी के क्या करेंगे। कहने का मतलब ये रहा, करियर अच्छा बनाओ। मैं हूँ यहाँ पे, बाकी कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम आ गया आते हैं मेरे पास स्टूडेंट, ब्रेकअप हो गया करके ये वो करके, तो मतलब पहले किया ही क्यों। खैर, पहला साल किनका है? फर्स्ट ईयर MIT में। ओके, आपके लिए कविता पढ़ता हूँ, रुकता हूँ। ये आपके लिए इसलिए लिखी है, समझ लो। MIT का इथॉस क्या है समझ लो। ज्ञानेश्वर जी की मूर्ति है, इसका मतलब आपको समझ में आएगा कि ये सात्विक है, यहाँ पे जो भी चलता है वो। और डॉक्टर विश्वनाथ कराड़ जो है वो अभी भी 82 ईयर्स ओल्ड, बिल्कुल हेल्दी है। और राहुल कराड़ सर भी हमारे EP एकदम परफेक्टली फिट, उनकी तरफ देखो तो मालूम हो जाएगा। तो MIT कैंपस का मैक्सिमम एडवांटेज उठाओ। और मैं तो बोर्ड लिख के जा रहा हूँ, यूज़ में ही। कभी भी आ जाओ, पेरेंट्स को लेके आ जाओ, ग्रुप को लेके आ जाओ कि सर प्रॉब्लम है, ये प्रॉब्लम आया, ये हुआ, मुंह टेढ़ा है। हंसने का काम मेरा और हंसाने का काम मेरा। खुश रहो। आई वर्क एज ए हैप्पीनेस कोच। कविता ऐसी है, सुनो। Some are worried about the plus minus rains. Some are worried about the plus minus rains. Some of us are furious with irregular trains. Some of you must have taken admission with full to dhamal thought. Some of you must have taken admission with full to dhamal thought. But my dear friends, I warn you, this is a college and not a picnic spot. This is a college and not a picnic spot. For the rest of your life, this is a special first day. You are here to study first, then fun and play. MIT is a campus where you will learn a lot. My dear friends, this is a college and not a picnic spot. Here you learn, we will place you to earn. But do not forget, you are under observation ever since you enter this gate. सब जगह कैमरे लगे हुए हैं, छुपे हैं, secret cameras है. There are certain rules which you should break not. My dear friends, this is a college and not a picnic spot. We will match your career with the dream your parents have seen. We will match your career with the dream your parents have seen as we guide you right from the class to the canteen. Today, MIT and you are tying a Guru Shishya knot. My dear friends, this is a college and not a picnic spot. Guru Shishya relationship में जो भक्ति होती है, वो भक्ति मन में रखो और अपना करियर बनाओ. हंसते रहो, डिवोट करो खुद को, पढ़ाई में डिवोट करो, अन्य जगह पे मत करो. पढ़ाई में डी वोट करो तो मज़ा आएगा. वोट मतलब मत, डी वोट करना खुद को. मुझे मेरा मत नहीं है, ऐसी स्थिति निर्माण करो, फिर देखो क्या खुशियाँ आती है. और फिर एक बार जस्ट रिमाइंडर ऑन द वे बैक दैट प्यार मत करो. और नहीं, उसका फ़ायदा क्या है? जैसे मैं जी रहा हूँ वैसे जियोगे आप. कैसे जी रहा हूँ मैं? मस्त बिंदास 24 तास.
प्यार एक धोखा है, पढ़ ले बेटा मौका है. Now I would like to introduce our guest of honor, Mr. Jagmohan Singh Rishi, a great personality, a global learning and development and digital marketing strategist, and author of an Amazon bestseller book, a Golden Peacock Award winner, which is known to be the most well-known corporate excellence award worldwide. He is a neuro-linguistic practitioner, an executive coach, a situational leadership trainer, has been associated with companies like Pfizer, Warren Lambert, and is currently the vice president of Wokhard. He is known as the coach's coach for being an expert in leadership development, life coaching, corporate training, and his talent and skills not only known in India, but also multiple other countries. All this, and I still haven't scratched the surface of his achievements. Who better to speak about his life than Sir himself? Sir, please come on the stage and inspire us.
Hello. Am I audible? So good evening. How is the Josh? लगता नहीं है. How is the pressure? मैं इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ, दो बजे से बैठे हो, ब्लैडर प्रेशर काफ़ी बढ़ जाता है. So bladder pressure is not good for your brains, okay? So anyway, after listening to so many good speakers, I was enlightened about many things. Our VC sir, Mahendra sir, Mr. Nair, and of course Upadhyay sir. I think I was thinking, do we really require a session from my side? Do you really want a session from my side? Or we can have interaction also. How many of you want to go for interaction? How many you want presentation? No one needs presentation, only interaction. Or you don't want any session? Raise your hand, that's okay. Even I don't want a session here. But I came all the way from Bombay basically to interact with you. So, whole objective is that let me share with you few moments of experiences which I have, almost 30 years of experience, having worked with Pfizer, 16 years with Pfizer. Then of course, as Upadhyay sir was saying, the bug of nationalism caught me. And after that I never joined a multinational, I joined all Indian companies. So it was TransAsia, it was non-pharma company. And of course the move to then Wokhard. Last 10 years I'm with Wokhard. So I worked in the streams of, sales, marketing, HR. Okay. I have some slides which I wanted to show you the personas. Okay. Once you complete your M.Pharms or postgraduate psychology, what are the things are there in front of you? What are the opportunities in front of you? What are the possibilities in front of you? So if you want, I show it to you. If you don't want, I will not show it to you. Right? At the same time, some of the experiences some mistakes which I made, I don't want you to make it. Of course, one thing is good in MIT is that they're making you a holistic person. It is not that they're making you only a pharmacist or M.Pharm or a psychologist only. Of course, psychology से मुझे डर लगता है because my wife is a psychologist. And incidentally, she is here only. But I was really afraid she should not come and sit in front. She's the best display. So anyway, that was on the lighter side. I'll show you a small video of Vocard, which is our anthem, we call it. And it talks about our thought process and our psychology of Vocard. So maybe if you can permit me, I can show you a small video. The song will play in this. Please don't record this, okay? Video. Life wins. Remember this thing that whatever you are doing, whether you are in manufacturing, whether you are in sales and marketing, whether you are in supply chain or wherever, or in R&D or quality, you are making life win, friends. So people, they understand their job as 9 to 5 job. If you consider that the purpose of life is for a higher purpose, remember Dr. Karaki was saying, that always think that your purpose in life is to save life. Then you will do the real job. Otherwise, आप tick mark activity करो. जो बातें सब बोले ना, tick mark activity. He gave a lot of messages. But most important thing is that I should be, and whatever work I am doing, मैं जिंदगी को जिताऊंगा. Okay, 9 to 5 job नहीं करूँगा. I am a learning and development person. मैंने जितने सारे learning and development training के लोग देखे हैं इंडस्ट्री में, those who believe in tick mark activity. Okay, हाँ जी, communication skills training हो गया. Okay, negotiation skills training हो गया. POSH training, prevention of sexual harassment हो गया. That is not my job. My job is, I think what Mr. Nair was talking about, when I check the overall development and what the overall contribution is. जैसे उन्होंने एग्जाम्पल दिया था एक अमृतसर के कॉलेज में जाके उन्होंने पूछा कि कल हमारा जो प्रेसिडेंट इलेक्ट कौन है, और राजेश खन्ना का एग्जाम्पल दिया तो हमको बॉलीवुड की ज़्यादा ख्याल होता है. सो सिमिलरली आई शुड बी मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट, आई शुड बी अवेयर ऑफ कि मैं ज़िंदगी में कंट्रीब्यूट क्या कर रहा हूँ. ये बड़ा हैवी चीज़ है, इवनिंग के अंदर थोड़ा देना मुश्किल लग रहा है, बट आई थॉट आई मस्ट कंट्रीब्यूट. वॉकआउट इज अवेलेबल in many countries. We are into pharmaceuticals, 90% to pharmaceuticals, about 9% into hospitals, and 1% to foundation also. तो जो आपने कुछ glimpses देखे वीडियो के अंदर, they are glimpses of foundation. We are having mobile vans in the rural areas, Shuddhu tablet mobile toilets run by our foundation. We have hospitals mostly in Maharashtra, western part of country, and paperless hospital in South Bombay. The building which you saw, it is a corporate office in Bombay. Anytime you are in Bombay, you take my number, you can always visit me. I will definitely give you a tour of my office. It's one of the world-class facilities. Anything else? Let me throw the session open to you. Any questions which you have in mind? You can ask any question because I take care of complete training and development from the manufacturing to quality to sales, marketing, hospitals. कुछ भी क्वेश्चन आपके दिमाग में पूछ सकते हो. Rather than me saying, I'm not going. I've got about 10-20 slides. I'm not making the presentation. ताली तो होनी चाहिए. ठीक है. So maybe one or two questions, then I will close the session. Is it okay? You have any question?
Questions about your careers, about how you grow, what industry looks at, what are the characteristics they are looking at, why should they hire you?
अभी आपके दिमाग में ये नहीं आ रहा होगा कि why should we hire you. जब आप कंप्लीट कर लोगे कोर्स तब आपके दिमाग में आएगा that why should we hire you. Let me share with you one fact Francis mentioned. Many of you who join us in corporate, many of you are not ready for the journey because you are very bookish. I'm sorry to say, I'm sorry to say, you are very bookish. You have to have practical aspects in it. I think your education institutions give you a lot of opportunities, but problem happens is what Upadhyay ji was saying. I have many other curricular activities. उसमें अपना एनर्जी वेस्ट करती हूँ. So it is important that you start thinking from right today. I should not make a statement when I come next. That I should say that yes, the boys or girls coming from MIT are market ready. I would like to hire more on them. I got opportunities to hire you in our manufacturing teams at Aurangabad, अपना Daman, Ankleshwar. I've got opportunities of hiring you in medical marketing. In fact, I was just talking, I require a training manager with 5 years of experience who will be M-Farm in my team. But I'm not finding the right person. I've interviewed from many institutes in Bombay, but let me share with you, I did not find the right person. So I must say that you should be exploring the things. You should be ready to do projects apart from what institute is offering you. Slog. This is the time to slog, my dear friends. right? So, other than this, there are soft skills which are important for you, right? So मैं वो चीजें देखता हूँ. And for example, I was in Pfizer. We hired a group of MBA. उन दिनों नया MBA का चला था. After the training program for 45 days, he came to me, sir, where is my cabin? I said, sorry, your cabin is in Indore and it is in the field. Because it is the field job. So, that's the kind of mindset people come. So when you come with a mindset of fixed mindset, then you are a loser. If you come with a mindset of growth mindset, दो तरह के mindset होते हैं, growth mindset and fixed mindset. अब growth mindset से आओगे, flexible रहोगे, learn करोगे, तब आप grow करोगे. फल किसको लगता है? किस पेड़ को लगता है? जो झुकने के लिए तैयार होता है, जो अकड़ा रहता है, उसको फल ही लगता है, right? So if they don't have any questions, I'm fine. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for spending your valuable time here. Can you please tell us about what kind of skill sets are necessary to inculcate in our student during these 4 years? And then you feel that the person is competent to work with your organization.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for asking this question. Yeah, there are two kinds of skill sets which we look out. One is the technical skills, which I think your teachers, your professors are teaching you excellently, right? And of course, our subject matter experts from the department, they will evaluate you while interviewing whether you know these things or not. Second aspect is the soft skills, the attitude part, which I mentioned. So these two things which are important. At the same time, the third skill which has become very, very important is the digitization. The digital skills. It is not WhatsApp. It is not Instagram or Reels. You don't look out in those. You want how good you are in your Excel skills, advanced Excel skills. Are you aware of automation? Are you aware of how to operate with the dashboards? Right? So all those aspects you should be aware of. So although institutes make an effort to train you, but you have to go a step beyond. I give you my example. When I was in sales in Pfizer, I used to work in the field. Okay, I did my course on my own on MS Office, which was MS Word, PowerPoint and Excel. Un dino, it was not very common. I joined the classes on Saturday and Sunday. But when the right opportunity came, I was able to make my own PowerPoint, Word and Excel in the interview process. I was the only one selected out of 180 candidates. So it is important. It is important to keep yourself ready, and opportunity when it knocks should be able to pounce on it. Right? That is here. Second is very, very important skill which is required is interpersonal skills. अब आप किसी इंस्टीट्यूट में जाते हो, कोई कॉर्पोरेट में जाते हो, अगर बाकी लोग बी फार्म्स हैं या बीएससीज हैं और आप एम फार्म हो, आप उनसे 3 फीट ऊपर चलोगे, है ना? मैं तो एम फार्म हूं भैया, ये कौन है? ये रास्ते के पत्थर हैं. तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, राइट? जो मैंने पहले बोला था, ह्यूमिलिटी इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Humility is very, very important. If you have something better than them, be humble. Be ready to teach, be ready to train. So spread the goodness around you. That is something. So interpersonal skills is very important. देखिए आप लोग youngsters हो, when you go to any organization, you know, people in the offices, there are a lot of, many times it has ego issues, ego tussles. You should spread happiness over there. That Gavi Upadhyay is spreading happiness, you should also be spreading happiness. Energy लेके आनी चाहिए. That's what I look out in my interns. कि लेके आए, अरे यार ये आए हैं, तो celebration नई तरीके करें. For example, हम लोग एक product launch कर, उसका pilot launch करना था हमने. तो office के अंदर I asked one of the interns, Ranjit, तो करना है, क्या तुम बताओ तरीका बताओ क्या है. He said, sir हटके करना चाहिए. हम लोग normally क्या करते हैं, हम लोग केक बुलाएंगे, लाएंगे और कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स लेके आएंगे, बलून्स लगाएंगे एंड प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च पायलट इन द ऑफिस, कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिस वो करेंगे. She said, sir, why not we bring Red Bull? Red Bull is not a drink, huh? It's an energy drink. मेरे को थोड़ा अटपटा लगा, but then this is what exactly the new generation brings up. And Red Bull के साथ में launch किया, that launch is still be remembered. So that's where you youngsters bring energy, but you have to bring positive energy, friends. Right? That is very, very, very important. I'm sorry, don't worry. आवाज मेरी वैसे भी पहुंच जाएगी, फौजी का बच्चा हूँ. Right? So these three things is good enough for you, and spread happiness, have good interpersonal skills, and opportunities आ जाएंगी बहुत के पास. एक और opportunity बताता हूँ. I hired 2 interns from nursing जी, and one of them for the digital marketing, other for the training, managing my learning management system. Now this girl, her job is for digital marketing. लेकिन I saw her communications was very good between the two. And we have a program called Star Awards, जहाँ हम अपने sales वालों को इंटरनेशनल लोकेशन पे लेके जाते हैं. जैसे कभी बैंकॉक चले गए, कभी मलेशिया चले गए, कभी दुबई चले गए, राइट, और कभी सिंगापुर चले गए. तो अबाउट 800 to 1000 people are there in the group. So we take such a group. उनकी एंकरिंग कौन करता है? Normally many companies they outsource the anchor. ये अच्छे से बंदे को लेके आ जाएंगे, maybe those known anchors. I have a system that I don't get anchors from outside. I am in charge of whole program. तो मैं anchor internal लेता हूँ, because वो connect easily करते हैं. So I have one male anchor, and I was looking for this female anchor. So we did an audition internally. Audition किया, she cleared that audition. She was from my team. I didn't want to feel biased, तो मैंने internally, externally उसका audit करवाया वापस. Then she cleared. I tell you, she was 1 year in the organization, and she was representing us in the forum at Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, and you tell what's the confidence level. She was addressing 1,000 people in a program which was just like beating Filmfare Awards. Okay, when Dr. Murtaza Korakiwala is on the stage on 20-foot LED screen, and she is anchoring and inviting people. That's a kind of opportunity. So इसके अंदर आपकी technical skill नहीं काम कर रही है. इसके अंदर आपका attitude काम कर रहा है, आपका proactiveness काम कर रहा है. Right? So this is something which I thought I'll tell you from my experience. एक और example देना चाहूँगा आपको कि many people are mummy's babies. आप लोग कितने माँ के बच्चे हो? सभी हो वैसे तो. बाप का बच्चा तो नहीं होता. तो मम्मीज बेबीज का मेरा कहने का मतलब है कि मैं ना चुई मुई सा बच्चा हूँ या बच्ची हूँ. मैं घर छोड़ के नहीं जाऊँगा, मतलब कि अपना होम टाउन छोड़ के नहीं जाऊँगा या जाऊँगी. राइट? हाउ मेनी आर लाइक दैट? नहीं हो तो अच्छी बात है. बी मोबाइल मेंटली. अगर आप अपने होम टाउन से निकलोगे तो ग्रो करोगे. राइट? अगर होम टाउन में बैठे रहोगे आप तो ग्रो करोगे, लेकिन उतना नहीं करोगे. I tell you, try to be uncomfortable, because when you go into different environment, then you tend to make more efforts. एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ, जो अपना अलेक्जेंडर था, he was a psychologist also. I take this example in ownership and accountability training which I conduct. Whenever he used to go to another country to conquer it, and he used to go in boats, right? Some particular एक country में जाना है. The first thing on landing that particular country's land, he used to tell his soldiers was, burn the boats. Burn the boats. उसमें क्या होता था उनका thought process soldiers का? बोलो. No going back. उसका दूसरा मतलब क्या है? To survive, you have to win. Okay, so that is where the psyche works, my dear. Leaders, they work on psyche, friends. So Karar Sahib just say he is such a grand leader. He also works on that particular aspect. So it is important that you are also a leader. Okay. There is one slide of mine. I am not showing it. One of my mission is to create 100,000 leaders in this world who can make the difference. So मैं political leader की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. You can be anywhere. You can be political leader. You can be military leader. You can be a pharmaceutical leader, corporate leader, thought leader. But you should be able to make a difference to the society or place where you are coming. So are you ready to become my leaders? Yes. हाथ खड़ा करके के लो. Okay. थके हुए लगते हो. So friends, thank you very much. Maybe I'll show you one slide of my contact details. You connect with me on social media and you connect with me on my email ID, mobile number, and be my leadership army. That's what I would want from you. That's the reason I come to such programs, sir. That is one of my motivations. Okay? So I'll show you my coordinates file, folder, and then I'm closing it, friends.
Meanwhile, any questions, if you have any?
I think they are tired, sir, now. None? One more request I'm going to do here is that you should go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my channel. I've got 2 to 3 minute videos which are giving messages on innovations in pharmaceuticals also. So you can subscribe to my channel, YouTube channel, Jagmohan Rishi. And of course, you can popularize the book, Are You a Digital Dinosaur, which is only on pharmaceuticals. Okay? The proceeds of the book are donated to Bharat Kabir Foundation, which supports the widows of Indian Army. Right? So thank you very much, friends. Wish you all the best.
All the way from Mumbai for this interactive session. So, Mr. Rishi is coach of coaches. So, he trains the CEOs. So, you had this opportunity to interact with him. I would have expected many more questions. He tried to give you different hints. If you could have taken those and asked those questions. Okay? But he has been... So you missed an opportunity to get a book. But he has been gracious enough to share his coordinates with you. Networking is one of very important aspects which you should use in your professional careers. And people like Mr. Rishi can change how your career goes ahead. So ensure that you use tools like LinkedIn for your professional growth rather than wasting your time just on Facebook or Twitter. And Sanjay Upadhyay sir gave you a lot of messages in a way which was very different from a usual talk. Okay, so welcome to the MITWPU. I hope you take full advantage of this university, the facilities available to you, the faculty over here, speakers like Mr. Rishi, Mr. Nair, whom we will be having very regularly in our rooms. It is up to you how you take advantage of that. Okay? All the best.
And once again, welcome to MIT. Thank you.
Dear students, I know we are running out of time, but one of our alumnus is here to talk to you. She will take just a minute or two. I will request Chinmay just to praise the occasion. And with the corrective measures, sir, with your kind permission, I would like to request Rishi sir to come for a workshop for my students. Thank you so much.
Manager and Wipro Digital Operations and alumni of MITWPU 2018 batch. Ma'am, please.
Hi everyone. First of all, congratulations for getting admitted to MITWPU University. I'm pretty sure that you're going to have an amazing college life in this campus, not only studying but participating around the activities over here. My advice to you all would be just don't restrict yourself to the curriculum which is you're going to study. Go out, get out of your comfort zone and actively participate in all the activities going around the college as well as campus. I'm sure all the professors over here are going to support you for that. Another one thing I would like to tell that, is there any single girl child over here who is doing masters? I was, I think, one of the first student who had got a scholarship from UGC for studying masters purely on the basis of being single girl child. If there is anybody, I would like to tell her or guide her for the procedure, and for me, Dr. Pawar sir had been a guide and he had helped me with it. So if there is anybody, y'all please go ahead, and this MIT college is a valid college where you can get the scholarship. So once again, I congratulate you all, and feel free to connect with me if you all need any help. Thank you.
I request all the BPharm third and final year students that they can go from the other side. They are open to go. I request all the first years to be here. I sincerely thank everybody. I really do not want to give a long say on the vote of thanks, but I sincerely thank everybody, starting from my management, VD Karad sir, to Rishi sir, everybody and anybody who has been a part of this program. Thank you so much.